Alright, we're back with more Dungeons & Dragons. We left off last time where the adventurers finally made it to the final room of the third floor of the Queensgrace Dungeons, where they battled the Warden, they found the Pink Dagger, they encountered the legendary Ian M, and it was a whole slobber knocker clusterfuck of a battle. So lots of the NPCs and bad guys died. Vekni ended up with the Pink Dagger, and I believe it was it Aethelred that closed the portal?
No.
Zorn?
It was Freyla.
Freyla.
They dispelled magic on it.
Yep, closed the portal, and then two groups of adventurers kind of separated, and they both used Dimension Door to teleport back to the entrance of the dungeon. And that's where we left off. At the entrance of the dungeon.
I like that one.
Welcome back to another episode of Power Word Nerd.
Alright, so we're still at the entrance of the
Take a long rest.
Yeah, we could say that you're like still inside the dungeon at the entrance, and you recognize it as such.
Well, we did not officially clear the whole dungeon. We did close the demon portal.
5,000 experience, by the way, for each of you.
So Vekni says what she says.
And I say, I don't know about you guys, but I'm very tired. I can use a rest.
Hell yeah.
And, short one, or do you need to go to sleep?
I just need to meditate.
I need a long one so I can level up.
Me too.
Long rest.
Yeah, long rest. Sounds good.
Alright,
What do we see around, Dan?
So we're gonna say that you're at the entrance of the dungeon. So you're still in the dungeon in that like first room.
Okay.
what time was it when we got in the dungeon?
It was early. It was either late morning or early afternoon.
Okay.
So it would be late at night now, like 10, 11 o'clock.
Okay. Well, these creatures couldn't get out before. So do you want to head over to the tavern, take our rest?
Yes, that sounds
And
good.
so we can come back here in the morning?
Let's go.
Let's put a chair against the door on the way out.
Vekni,
Yes.
roll a history. Your history is 8.
17 plus 1.
So, Vekni, with your history roll, you'll recall that when you entered the room on the second floor that had the staircase going down to the third, that there was a huge hole in the wall, and there was, like, brush and trees outside. I'm pretty sure you were here for that session. Were you there when you guys went downstairs?
Probably.
Yeah. So, there was a huge hole in the wall with brush and trees.
Okay. So, it led outside of...
It would seem so.
Oh boy. Well, if it gets outside, then that would be the job of the rangers to deal with. So to the tavern.
To the tavern.
And this door had keys to open it, and we have the keys?
Yes, you have the keys.
Alright, so we'll leave and I'll relock the door just in case we didn't kill everything, which we didn't.
Okay. So you leave. Now you're in the first floor of the dungeon, which you'll remember this first floor, it's not overrun with monsters and things like that.
Yeah, that's where I killed some guy.
That was a long time ago.
Long
That was so long ago.
After Vekni and Stripe tricked Bell Sanders, the Queensgrace Dungeons jailer, into allowing them into the dungeons, Vekni slit his throat. She used shape water to try and hide some of the blood. Then Stripe removed his tunic. Stripe carved, "What is yours is ours," onto the torso of the corpse in an attempt to frame Blood Mist for the crime.
2 years ago, or 2 weeks in game.
So it's basically like this long cell block, and you guys start walking down the long cell block, and like when you first entered, on the right, you still see the Fairy Rose is in one of the cells with Tiger Keg, who appears to be unconscious.
Wait, who's in with Tiger Keg?
A Rose, the blue fairy,
She's in a cage?
she's in a cell, but it's open, it's unlocked.
Oh.
And she's in there with them. You guys interacted with them when you first came in.
What was that with your creepy pedo cop?
Oh, maybe you weren't here.
I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened.
You mean the wheelchair vampire that can fly pedophile?
That's a different campaign.
Oh. Because I was gonna say, that's a pretty wild combo.
So, what happened with the rose?
He had the adventurers answer a bunch of riddles in exchange for, I think it was money or something, some kind of reward. And you guys were able to answer all of them. And she had mentioned that the Moknafal Tiger Keg, the one that, if you remember, she had you guys go to have that.
And we made a tiara out of nails.
Yeah, it was like a shitty. So it was explained to them that he's this master blacksmith, and that they wanted a special tiara forged out of this certain crystal. When he forged the tiara, it was like of really, really poor quality, and it was like absolutely shitty and terrible. But they got it done. While they were in the city where he was, the people that sent him on this other group had wanted posters for him, and they wanted him to be turned in for like this giant reward. So they basically kidnapped him and had him brought here to Queensgrace. When you guys spoke to a Rose in this dungeon, she explained that she never really cared about having a tiara made, that the reason why she sent you guys on the mission to begin with was to entice you with that giant reward because she wanted his body. She had learned that there was a traveler, some type of parasite of great power that was in his body. And she
that
wanted...
one of the 13?
Did you learn that? Because that is
Yeah,
what it,
because
that
I
is
remember
what
I
it is.
asked those ghouls. The ones that you had to pay magic items and they answered questions.
Yes, so one of the 13 is in his body, and Rose had sent a couple groups of adventurers, including Idlewild and Adonis. She had sent groups of adventurers to try to like find and extract this being to learn about it, and the adventurers keep getting repelled, getting killed, not being able to do it. So she basically shrinks him down and sends him into his body. And she asked you guys if you'd be willing to do it, but I guess Sam Anders and Soren declined, and I think Barrick was with them as well, and they declined to go.
Decline.
Hey, is there a blacksmith shop somewhere here?
Yes.
But he did say it's late at night.
Can the blacksmith get my chair a little higher? I look even shorter than I really am in this video. That's insane.
I'm gonna say that
He said 10 or something, right?
it's like 10 or it's like 10:30 at night, we'll say. So it's quite late in the night.
Okay.
You guys were venturing. You guys took a full rest during the day. You guys took multiple short rests. You guys were trudging up and down multiple floors of dungeon. You guys had a gigantic, full, exhausting day of adventuring.
I just have an idea for his sword or whatever it was. I guess
Dagger?
he'll do it in the morning. The one that was damaged.
To have his sword, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I gotta
Try-
get my shit fixed too. Alright, so I'll take him to the Queensgrace Tavern.
Now I feel like a big boy.
Alright, so you guys leave the dungeon
Are your
completely.
feet down?
When you guys had first entered this dungeon, it was daytime, and there's 2 guards posted outside the main entrance, and they were high elves. As you leave now, there are 2 guards that are posted, and they're both drow guards.
Uh-oh.
And as you guys walk out, there's some weird stuff going on in the city involving with the drow. It's like a whole thing.
Sounds like it.
As you guys leave, Vekni, you speak all languages, correct?
I speak Undercommon too.
I was gonna say one of the drow in Undercommon, female, she rasps to you. So how'd it go?
What'd she say?
So how'd it go?
But she said it in Undercommon.
So I don't know if you guys, some of you might speak that language. I'm not sure.
Vekni
I do
just,
not.
Draconish and common for me.
Vekni just scoffs and keeps walking.
She's very racist against drow.
Okay, cool.
Like extremely racist. She hates it.
All right. So you guys walk a short distance. What is it? A short distance? No, that's pretty far. So you guys walk several minutes from the
I need
dungeons.
a laser pointer.
You guys walk several minutes from the. You should know what's on the map, Kevin. You made it.
Yeah, I made it, 3 years ago?
Something like that. So you guys walk from the dungeons to the tavern, and you see like the lights are on in the tavern, and it's like loud in there. You hear music, you hear hooting and hollering. It seems like the citizens of Queensgrace are in there raising the roof as they do most nights.
I'm in the mood for some ale.
Vekni just walks over to the bar, steps on a stool, steps on the bar. Is Boomadon behind the bar?
Yeah, you see Boobadon behind the bar. He's currently mixing drinks.
I'm going to drop kick him.
What?
A friendly drop kick.
Friendly ball.
A real
punch.
classy one.
So
No, not drop kick. Elbow drop.
like on the back of his neck or something.
On his shoulder.
Can I
He's
get a
big
rest
guy.
before we start a fight in the bar?
Or I'm gonna die.
He's my friend.
So he's in the middle of like he's trying really, really hard to mix this like complicated looking cocktail, and you drop an elbow on his shoulder, he spills it all over the bar pool, and he looks up. Oh, Vekni, it's great to see you.
It's good to see you too, my friend.
And he tries to give you a big hug.
I reciprocate.
It's a big word.
And then I grab a bottle of whatever's closest. And I go, this is on you, right, buddy?
He looks at you and goes, I guess I'll put it on your tab.
Sure. She pops the top and just takes a huge swig.
I see you got some new friends.
Freyla's gonna grab the bottle and swig it too.
This is Freyla, Aethelred, and Brogdor. I believe you've met Brogdor before.
Yeah, I see Freyla swig the bottle and I say, Princess, what would your father say?
Fuck my father.
It's a different voice every time. Do the anime voice.
Dark Freyla.
Fuck my father. My father.
Oh my
Dear God. Here we go. Still on drink number 1, too.
Well, any friend of Vekni's a friend of mine. I'm Boomadon, and welcome to the Queensgrace Tavern.
Thank you.
We just came out of the dungeons.
Oh, yeah, you went down there with Sam, eh? How'd it go?
I do not know this Sam. He sounds like a pedophile.
He gives you like a weird look, and he goes, well, I know he went down there with your friend Soren, but I gotta say, that boy, he never takes anything serious. Usually he's too busy chasing skirts.
Skirt, you say?
But I believe that we were able to cleanse the demon infestation down there.
Oh, Lord Camembert wanted to hear about that. That's awesome.
Do we know that if Camembert can see into the dungeon, does his vision reach to the dungeon?
You know from talking to him in the past that he can see everything happening in the dungeon.
Oh, then we don't have to go back down there. We could just go ask him if we were able to close it.
Blake then asked Camembert if he could see into the uncold areas of the Queensgrace Dungeons, and what was the most powerful beast found there. Lord Cam answered there was a beast he was unfamiliar with, an intelligent demonic creature, large, wielding a double-bladed battle axe, and wearing a helmet with a long horn pointing straight into the air. When Blaiken asked if he and Roland were powerful enough to face the creature, Camembert answered it did not matter, as the two of them alone weren't strong enough to make it that far into the dungeons.
So have you won any fights lately, Boomadon?
Of course, I've won every fight I've been in, except when you and I crossed fists, Vekni. You gave me quite a 1-2.
Somebody's been a 3-4 in there too. You're a big guy, you take a lot of hits.
Did Lornek fight him?
No, you fought somebody else. You fought the gladiator guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah, that's right.
And wait, did he fight E&M or his dad?
Lardnek fought Zaros, Enem's dad.
That's what I thought.
Wow.
Okay.
And he whooped you.
Yeah, he fucking kicked my ass.
All right, so if you're looking for another fight, that little guy over there is pretty formidable. And she points at Brogdor.
He looks at you, he goes, oh, dwarf, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why is it that every time you come to my bar with Vekni, she tries to get us to fight?
I mean, she doesn't get around much, so she likes the little action here and there any way she can get it.
And again, this is Goliath, so he's like Lardnek's size, but he doesn't have that warrior look that Lardnek looks. This guy looks in his dress like a bartender. And he looks to Barrick and he goes, well, if you want to go at it, we can. I'd love to have some fisticuffs. And he kind of takes kind of joking, but kind of serious, like a little boxing stance. Like an old school, like 1920s boxing stance. Like, how do they do it? Like this, right?
Yeah, like this.
Wait, is this This isn't the guy that Barry or Lardneck boxed, right? It was just like a
I
stop.
think I did in the bar.
Oh, did you win?
You probably did boxing.
I think I did actually win that fight.
I don't remember. I don't remember Lardneck taking very many W's.
Vekni beat him when she was like level 5. So.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
It was just it was like a no weapon, just like punching, right?
Mm-hmm. I thought I remembered that. I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but
So Vekni, I've been kind of nervous.
About what?
Well, tomorrow's the big day that I told you guys about.
I don't remember.
It was that sacrifice thing they're gonna do with the snakes on the cloaks.
Snakes on the cloaks? I don't remember that at all.
It was like when we first got in here. I remember Joe got all fancy clothing. I think it had these cloaks that gave out, and I think it was like a serpent or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And basically, they're gonna have this big thing in the center of town, like the second day, and I think we're trying to stop it.
You know, like I had mentioned when you guys first arrived back in the city, there was a strange goblin that was going door to door a few days ago. He was speaking to all the orcs and the Goliaths in the residential districts, and he was riding atop a rat. He was spreading some kind of weird religion. The common folk involved, he had convinced quite a few of them to join whatever kind of cause he had, whatever religion that he's following. And apparently they have this big meeting tomorrow night in the town square. Very strange. Yet, while you guys were in the dungeon, I heard that a giant group of them arrived at Camembert's School of Magic, and they were demanding spell books from Lord Camembert, but he refused. They all wear the strange viper sewn into their clothes. I know some of them came in here, and they were asking if I had seen anyone from Tartea. They said something about this corrupt religion in Tartea and a beholder or something, but Tartea is far away. No one here even cares about that.
Would I have heard of this person or the movement, the religion?
Roll religion. Your DC, it's a different continent from where you live, so roll DC 15.
Can I assist him with, since I've been to Tartea?
22!
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Oh, why
Well, you passed anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're aware that the Kingdom of Tartea is very, very strongly tied to the Church of Tartea. Kind of like the Holy Roman Empire, think like that. And that their religion is called the Church of Epsilon. And it's very strange because a cursory look and reading of their religious works, it's almost like the religion isn't really saying anything. Like, it'll say a lot of words, stuff like, I mean, you passed your roll, so... They refer to non-believers of the religion as infidels and heretics, and they're really big with that, and they're like very insulting about it if you don't follow the religion. They talk about how you have to pay your respects to the gravesite of ancient wars in Tartea. They speak of making a pilgrimage to pray with the rooster once a year at Dragonspire. Also, you're not allowed to eat meat in this religion. You have to be a vegetarian.
Pussy.
But like when it actually comes to like what are they worshiping? What is this religion about? It's like they don't answer. Like it doesn't actually make sense. What is a religion? Like it doesn't. It's very strange.
Okay, so Scientology.
Well, they worship like some kind of alien god or something.
There you go.
So does Scientology.
They're Scientologists.
Xenu.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Their religion is money.
Where's Tom Cruise?
He's in the closet. That was a great South Park.
I was gonna say, is that South Park?
I'm a
Failure in the eyes of the prophet! Ah!
Hey! Dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Go away!
Dude, this is my room.
Go away, I said!
Dad, Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.
That was funny. All right. I don't know. What do we? Can we do like some type of recuperative rest here?
I mean, there's rooms upstairs.
Okay.
It's just a job. Yeah.
There's other NPCs in here. Just do whatever you want. It's a bar. Do whatever you want. If you don't feel like hanging out in here, you just go to bed. Whatever.
Do you recognize anyone?
Do you recognize anybody? You only recognize 3 people. You recognize... So there's like a whole mix of races and personalities. So since you're unfamiliar with this place for the most part, Forrest.
Yep.
This kingdom has humans, halflings, dwarves, Goliaths, high elves, gnomes,
Drow.
and even drow, but the drow are not native to this continent. The drow actually came here to invade, and they were dispatched by this Queen Marathi.
Did they come to take all our jobs
They came to this.
and wash our windows?
So the party had learned. So drow in this world are very racist, and they especially hate elves. And hearing that there was an elf who declared herself queen of the kingdom right after the Civil War 10 years ago, they basically came to invade just to basically just take out this kingdom, take out this elf queen.
Okay.
But when they arrived, their leader had a change. The leader that was dispatched, he's not the queen of their kingdom. It's a military commander. He basically had a change of heart, and suddenly now they're all working for the queen that lives here.
Didn't we almost eradicate them?
No.
What race was that we...
The lizard folk.
Oh, that's right.
So who do I notice?
So like I said, you see that whole mix of races, and they're all drinking, having a good time. Amongst them, you do see a bold swordsman who's pretty much just dressed like a commoner. Is Getman, who I believe only Vekni will recognize. He was Lord Henry's spymaster.
Yep.
You see the Ebony Knight, Sir Adonis. He's a black. He's a human, but he's black skinned.
He's black.
And he has a slay sigils and all that. Vekni, again, she met him in Vigor Valley City.
In Lorgan's Tavern.
Yep. And you had a long conversation with him. And there's also Idlewild, who you and Soren met in Vigor Valley City. Who's a mage.
We spoke to Ebony Knight last time we were in the bar, I believe.
Yeah, he was here last time, so you probably did talk to him. Yeah.
Vekni and Soren stopped by the table of sleigh soldiers. They met a high elf mage trained by Lord Camembert, Idlewild. They met an ebony knight who had a hatred and disgust for Blackwing, Sir Adonis. And they met a human swordsman with a glowing sword, Phoenix. The sleigh group and the adventurers got acquainted.
Yeah. And Idlewild, you actually learned in the dungeons. I think you were there for that session. Idlewild's little brother died in the dungeons trying to clear it.
What was his name?
The brother's name is Jack of the Lantern.
Jack of the Lantern?
Yeah.
Jack off the
All right,
lantern.
I'd like to notice see if I can notice if Getman noticed me. Is there a way to... If he's paying attention to me? 'Cause
Roll insight.
I don't know if Lord Henry knows we're here. I don't remember.
Roll insight.
And anybody at the tavern would probably notice you. You did stay on the bar and drop
That
the
is true.
fucking elbow the...
That's fair. I'm going to assume he saw me. If
Okay.
I just stepped on a bar and
Yeah.
elbow dropped a giant Goliath. Well, the insight was at 20, so...
So you observe that while he's not looking directly at you, he's keenly aware of your presence, and while he's pretending to be focused on other things, it looks almost like he's like really trying to focus without looking at you, focus on what you guys are doing. You also remember that he was pretty friendly to you when you met him in the past. You actually traveled with him for a bit through the city, sneaking around.
Yeah, and then his boss tried to have us killed. And Winslot brought that up down in the dungeon, too.
Winslot was unconscious when you encountered
And who was I talking to about that?
Rowena, and she's
Oh.
dead. So
No, she's dead now. And so I'm assuming so was Winslot. Gave him to the ghoul or whatever that was blocking it. Alright. I'm gonna go over to Getman
okay.
with my bottle of liquor that I took back from Rowena. Or not Rowena, Freyla. And I pull up a chair and I sit on it like AC Slater.
What's going on, Preppy?
He has like a little wine glass that's half full in front of him, and he lifts it and he goes, "Vekni, it's great to see you again." And he like tips his wine glass to you to like almost do like a cheers.
And she clinks the top of the bottle.
He sips it.
She takes a long swig.
He just sips it. It's down.
Hello, what are you doing out here with the commoners?
Since we've arrived in the city, I seem to have fallen out of favor a bit with Lord Henry. I'm not really sure why. But
It seems to be a trend.
the people of CLAD have taken up in the mostly empty barracks that's near the training yard in the city. And that's where I'm stationed. But Lord Henry, Zaros, the prince, and some of the other nobles that came with us, they're at the keep. But surprisingly, he doesn't have me staying with them. I'm a little bit surprised by that. He always kept me close.
Perhaps he feels he has no need of you.
Could be.
Well, in this city, there is no need for a spymaster.
I would think this would be the perfect place to have a spymaster.
There's always a need for a spymaster.
Well, there is Lord Camembert. Have you heard of him?
Oh, I'm familiar with all of the Royal Council members here. I'm familiar with everyone here.
So then you know his ability in the city, nothing gets past him.
Sure, he sees and hears things in the city. That doesn't mean that he can procure information like I can.
That is true.
You know, we've traveled together. You know how I do.
Yeah, I do. But I'm not so sure about your CLAD brethren.
What of them?
Well, I mean, 4 of them tried to kill me and Soren.
Excuse me?
Well, when we were leaving Vigor Valley City, Doomfist,
One Reaper
Frost,
and One Reaper.
One Reaper. And then Edric.
Edrin's he's with Mictlean. He's
I
not
know,
dead.
but he was part of the group.
Well, from what I understand, and from what our scouts have reported back, it seems as though you were paid to betray our people, and you assassinated Sir Brost and his men.
He's not true. Have you seen Edrin?
I did. He's a changed man. I barely recognized
Have you
him.
talked to him about what happened?
He won't speak of it.
We should try talking to him again.
He's not here
What
anymore.
happened was, and she'll explain what happened. We go into the room, they lock the door, they teamed up with Blood Mist,
Yes.
and they tried to jump Soren and I. And we would have died if Mictlean wasn't there.
He says that's quite the tale. Roll a DC 22 persuasion.
The group of 7 warriors traveled through the valley for hours. Sir Bros directed this group off the main road, over to the left, through a cutout in the mountains. As the group proceeded, Bros continued to lead the way, while Edrin insisted on holding the rear. They reached a cave entrance, and all the CLAD men, save for Doomfist, drew their weapons and raised them into the air. Sir Bros began a short speech. All Kingsmen, raise your swords for the rightful ruler of Dovah. Then he looked to Vekni and Soren. Vekni raised her whip, since her sword was destroyed in the battle against Trifle's animated armors. Soren brought out his wand and casted dancing lights to make it glow, then raised it as well. Brost continued. To Prince Lorien, the rightful ruler of our kingdom. Brost sighed deeply, and Edrin looked extremely nervous, just like before. Perhaps the pair were concerned about what they would face inside the cave. After traveling through the dark, narrow cave for a time, Brost advised the adventurers they had almost reached the end. The CLAD knight rushed ahead and appeared to descend out of sight. Vekni had an uneasy feeling and passed the king's protector, as well as her magic javelin Ignis, over to Mictlean for him to use in case their group encountered any hostile creatures in the deep dark caverns. The adventurers reached what appeared to be large stone steps leading downwards, and they followed Sir Brost's lead into a large, cavernous room. Inside this new area, the PCs observed giant, mushroom-like fungi and high ledges all around the room. Moments after Vekni, Soren, and Mictlean descended fully into the area, they heard a loud bang, which reverberated throughout the room. Vekni clutched her whip and turned to the sound, saying to Soren and Mictlean, "What was that?" Edrin stood at the top of the steps. Vekni and her allies surmised there was an open stone door to the side of the entrance into the room when they had entered, but they did not notice it. And Edrin, well, he had slammed the door shut. The adventurers heard a guttural voice say the word "oof" right before a huge boulder rolled down from the high ledges towards Soren and Vekni. Soren and Vekni dodged the boulder. They looked up and saw a monstrous ogre with orange hair and orange sideburns. He was accompanied by a group of orc crossbowmen. The ogre said in broken common, "Oof, you guys pretty fucking stupid falling for this." Mictlian held up his shield and imbued Ignis with magic, lighting it aflame. Soren asked Sir Brost what was the meaning of this. Brost sighed and responded, "Lord Henry's orders are Lord Henry's orders." Upon hearing those words, Soren realized himself, Vekni, and Mictlian were in a dire situation. They were facing an ogre, 8 orcs, and the 4 men of CLAD, one of which was an anointed knight. Soren realized the ogre and orcs wore black and red armor, and donned the blood mist sigil.
Yeah, I could eat.
Me too.
Okay.
It's a 15 plus 7.
Charlie's cheesesteaks? We went by the...
Lord Henry does seem like a changed man. To think that he would conspire with Blood Mist and try to kill you over such a petty matter, it doesn't sound like the Lord Henry I know.
This is the Lord Henry's at ease.
Vekni, I don't mean to chide you on your manners, but you haven't introduced me to your friends. I
Did they
don't
come
even
over to
believe
the
I'm...
table with me? I didn't.
No.
I just walked away with him.
No.
There's a short one over there with the beard. He's Freyla.
I'm over here chatting up whoever looks easy.
Do you have an order started?
There's Brogdor,
Does it matter if it's a male or female?
Freyla.
I haven't thought about if he's gay or not. I think he's just a regular guy.
So he's heterosexual?
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Didn't really think about it.
How do I get into like the...
Okay, so you're preoccupied, so we'll get to that in a second.
How big is this one?
Ooh, I know what to do with that. Look, you've been eyeing the bar, looking for the easiest woman, and you
Anyone who looks respectful.
As you do.
Looks like they might be receptive to it.
And you notice this one woman in particular. She's wearing a dress. It's sparkly and blue, and it looks like it's probably quite expensive. Something a common person couldn't afford.
Ooh.
She has a sigil on her breast, and it's not the sigil of Queensgrace. It is actually the sigil of this, like bear head, the head of a bear. She's stout, very short though. I'm gonna say about 4'10".
Okay.
And she's got this patchy red facial hair, but she's bald.
Neato.
And she does have the look of a dwarf, and she appears to be quite intoxicated and very like, it's almost like every man that walks by her, so she's leaning up against the bar like this, and she's like noticeably
Dan's height.
and every man that walks by, she kind of does like, she like reaches out and like tries to hold
That's a
her
good
hand,
question.
and then but then they like,
nice.
kind of pull away, and their hands just like, can you caress like that, and then you walk away.
Explain her hairstyle, please.
I just did.
I'm sorry, I was...
She's 4'11".
Drunk.
4'10".
4'10".
A drunk sex dwarf.
Big old tits.
I didn't say she had big tits, but she
Bald.
does. Patchy red beard.
Patchy beard.
She's bald?
Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm not interested in that.
She's a dwarf.
Freyla
and
does swing both ways, but we're not gonna...
She has a sparkly blue dress that a common person.
She was here last time.
It's just Dan in a dress.
She
with a
lives in
red beard.
Queensgrace.
Yeah,
It's
she's-
Dan in a dress with a red beard.
And I think Lord Neck was trying to hit last time.
Probably, and she has a bear, the bear head sigil on her chest, which is not the sigil of Queensgrace.
Okay.
And she sees.
She does anything?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. She looks to Aethelred, who's scouting, like looking for an easy lay, and their eyes lock. They meet.
Uh-oh.
How do you
I'm
proceed?
not drunk yet.
Someone's
gonna
come.
I'll say hello and ask her how she's doing.
I'm sorry, I just think about that last time we were here. Lord Neck was fucking...
She says in this sexy, feminine voice, she says, "Hi. Hey, big boy. why don't you come over here and get acquainted with me? Give me a big ol' hug."
And I say, have you met my friend Varric?
And I'm kind of just like,
You probably like
Raise the shield up like this.
He's probably gonna find her more attractive than I would.
Freyla's
Yes.
gonna walk over and motorboat her.
I don't know.
Well, you know,
How many personalities does
Kinda
Freyla
match up
have?
the types.
Wow.
I mean, she's
Up
a
to you.
woman, so.
If I'm attractive or not. Take the description and whatever you think.
Dan with a beard.
well, I don't, but I'm not sure the character would either. He's used to banging, you know, the hot maids in the castle, so probably
There's
not.
other women. If that sounds your
I'm
life.
just trying to be a
Freyla-
matchmaker, man. I'm bringing people together.
There's
Freyla-
tons of women in Queensgrace.
Freyla sees us from across the bar. Freyla walks over and she friendly gives her a motorboat, and then she giggles a little bit and gives her a high five.
500
and walks away.
experience.
You motorboat her.
Her boobies are. You can see her. She's hanging out.
Excuse
Right?
you, you can't motorboat because they didn't invent motorboats. You are sailing across the Thames.
Yeah, that's a good point.
She giggles like a little girl. She giggles.
Just grabs the nipples and starts doing this.
She grabs the back of your head and pulls you in tighter. You're
feel that wind
frisky
coming
one.
in?
And then I say, let's go get a drink.
She leans over to
Now we got to
Aethelred.
do the anime voice.
She leans over to Aethelred and she whispers into his ear, "Hey, I've already got a room upstairs, but you gotta bring your friend too."
Yo, you get to bang him. I mean her.
Hold on now.
She's
I like to party when I drink.
Apparently.
Ever since the love of my life spurned me, I've kind of let loose.
So I grab her by the hand. I'm like, let's get some shots.
Shots.
shot.
She orders a round of
You have a menu?
He's got a menu.
these yellow shots that Vekni would recognize as Comet whiskey in Queensgrace. And she orders one extra shot and she slides it down the bar to Barrack.
Oh,
Oh! She wants the train.
But she's all drunk, so she slides it super fast.
And before I put my hand out, it just slides and flies off the bar.
I don't.
bar
They
top.
didn't have Tupperware there. What would we call it? It's not a Tupperware party. What would we call it?
Pottery barn.
Right. Airtight. Yeah. This is getting dicey.
Bottle and cork party.
So I say to her, what brings you here to
Eldorian
Queensgrace?
finger cuffs.
Well, ever since Vigor took the kingdom, my noble house, we of course stayed loyal to the Cordovas, and we fled south when they formed Queensgrace. I'm from House Harrington. It's a noble house in this kingdom. There's actually a city a town named after my family. But it's quite a bit to the north in King Lorien's Valley. My dad, he demanded I marry a nobleman, and I met the perfect man. This dreamy, pale human. He was some kind of magic user. He's friends with Vekni. I got set up to be a suitor by Lord Shelter and to set up a betrothal, but he had no interest in me at all, and he was busy talking to other women. These other bitches.
Oh, honey, that's not right.
I know. Fuck that guy.
What a
Dick.
man whore.
You should have cut his dick off and threw it in the river.
Yes.
River.
My girl.
Well, I'm from the ancient kingdom of Aldoria. My name is Lady Freyla. How are you?
I'm good, Eldoria. I've never heard of that. Where is that?
Aldoria.
Next door.
Next to
is it?
Fedoria.
Yeah.
Why are you in Queensgrace? And as she says that, you notice that bald human that was talking to Vekni at a table a few feet, like several feet away. Suddenly, it's like he loses his concentration in your conversation and he starts listening intently.
I turn around and say, you got a problem?
And he looks away. Oh no, I thought I heard you say something strange.
What was that you thought you heard?
Something about a kingdom from far away.
Oh, okay.
And here we go.
Well, you said he was staring intently, like someone's staring at him.
Well,
Like,
you see, he did say you noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vekni's gonna go. Have you not? You don't know that there are people here from Eldoria.
Well, like I said, Vekni, Lord Henry and his inner circle, I'm like on the outs with them I don't know why, but I have no idea what's going on with them. They're not keeping me in on who's coming, who's going, what their plans are. I honestly don't know. I heard rumors there were foreigners here, but Eldoria, it's so far away and so random.
I was out here.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
They were here, what, to try to marry Queen Inez?
To build like relations with her. To build like a
Alliance?
yeah, possibly. Well, that's what they said. But
Okay.
you learned in the dungeon that that was a lie. So
What was the...
the artifacts. They're here. They came to Dovah for the artifacts, as a lot of people are doing.
Yeah. They are not... They said you're here for an alliance, but maybe you can find out more about it.
Is she the one to ask, or is there someone else I should look to?
There was more down in the dungeon. Were they with E&M, or were they separate parties?
They were separate parties, and one of their goals was to find E&M and recruit him, and it seems like they did that.
Okay. And E&M is part of CLAD?
No,
Isn't he
Queensgrace.
Zoro's
Queensgrace.
son? Yeah, I know, but he's Zoro's son, and
Yes.
Zoro's was part of CLAD.
So as was explained, the conquest that happened when Vigor took over 10 years ago, Zaros.
Oh, that's right. He sent his family.
He sent his family with Inez while he stayed
Yep.
closer to to Vigor Valley City, closer to the prince to try to take the kingdom back.
And it makes sense. We're out of towners. We wouldn't know it anyway, so it kind of plays.
Actually, this kind of play.
Yeah.
You're right.
So what is the lady's name? Lady what?
Seraphina.
Seraphina.
Seraphina Glaze of Glaze Spire, the kingdom of the
glazed
Lord.
titties.
I was going to say,
What's glazing?
glaze it up.
So my reason for being here is I'm looking for a great friend of mine. It's an elder that she somehow ended up in this area, and I'm looking for her.
What does she look like?
Lady, what's her name?
Seraphina.
Seraphina.
What does she look like?
I don't know.
Like a seraph.
Yeah. She has long blonde hair. She's tall.
Blue?
Long blue hair.
So blue hair.
Black hair. I don't have that in my notes. How am I supposed
Blue
to?
hair. Hardy-tardy.
He says, I did see a woman that matches that description. She was here with a bunch of armored men with sigils I didn't recognize. And they're asking a lot of questions of the bartender.
Oh, they were asking a lot of
Well,
questions.
they're all s'mores down in the dungeon now.
What do you mean? Or are you saying it's, are you even in this
I'm not
conversation?
sure.
Yeah, I don't want to.
because like
I don't want to say anything to
That
them
fucking
because word
Lady
gets around
Seraphina
very
does.
fast.
slam.
Yeah, she got killed by the demon.
She never even got attacked.
Those guys,
Who was the one
many
that
of
got
the
attacked by the demon?
Rowena is dead.
Rowena. There's somebody.
yeah, a bunch of those knights
you have
got
to- you have to worry about her
fucking
anymore.
roasted.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so there's only two. There was 12 knights at the beginning of that fight. Only
Yeah.
2 of them were alive when you left.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they're getting fucking. And there's 5 of those demon mages, and there's only 1 left.
Yeah, there's one demon mage, the main demon, and then there was
2 knights.
E&M and 2 knights.
Yep, and Lady Seraphina probably was there, invisible. And Rara, of course.
I mean, I think we should take a rest.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, we're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah,
But are you gonna bang this dwarf?
There's more NPCs in here. This bar is full with people.
Is this like the cantina in Mos Eisley?
He doesn't know what that is.
I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking about.
okay.
He doesn't like Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I don't like Star Wars.
I don't like it anymore. It got super gay.
I didn't like it when it was straight, so I definitely don't like it now.
Super duper gay.
What kind of music is playing? Is there music playing? Anything?
It's like a bar.
There's a lull. There's a lull.
It's still
What's
totally
that?
cool.
There's a lull.
What?
Empire's still cool.
Hello?
There was music. There was like
That's
party
true.
music
It's the
playing.
Jedi that got
But
super
now
duper gay.
it seems like the guy that was playing his lute
Yeah, I'm
took
not
a
even
break,
gonna bother
and now there's no
watching
music
that
right
light.
now.
Okay.
All the reviews I've
Fairly
heard
wanted
about
to dance, but she's not gonna dance to no music, so.
Yeah, there was music playing, but the guy playing a lute that everyone was dancing to, he's taking a break right now.
Oh, I could step in and play.
There you go.
Yeah, go play something.
Hell
I
yeah.
want something to dance to.
Do I see any of the people with those snake sigils?
Yes,
Oh.
there's 6 of them.
Alright, so I'm going to keep talking to... Who was I talking? What was his name?
Getman?
Getman. What do you know of these snake people? The Church of the Epsilon.
Yes.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna tune up this loot and complain about how shitty it is. Because that's what everybody does. I guess I can make do with this. I could play my own, but I'm gonna play the other guys. It fuck piss them off.
roll survival roll.
Survive.
With a DC of 8.
You might
Oh.
get fucked up.
One of my worst. Fuck. 4.
You break it
How would I break it?
because you were trying to fix it, but you did it really
I'm trying to
poorly.
fix. It was
You,
too
you,
easy.
you know how well you know. I know how well you fixed it. 4 out of 20.
Bullshit though, because if you had your whole life using these, you
That
would
is
have
true.
a crazy good modifier. Like I could take anyone's guitar right now and fucking tune it without breaking it. I don't care what kind of guitar it is.
The D20 says that that's
Yeah,
incorrect.
but you are distracted by the dwarf kids.
I guarantee you, I am not.
How about this? While you were tuning it, she was like rubbing your shoulders and whispering in your ear.
and shoved me, and I fell down on it and broke it. I'll believe that.
No,
Yeah.
no,
That I'll
that
believe.
didn't happen.
So she was drunk, maybe stumbled and knocked him over.
Negative. She's rubbing his shoulders, whispering in his ear.
No.
Oh yeah, she goes, oh, you really gotta convince that fine lady over there to come upstairs with us later. You don't have to pay for a room or nothing. I got a room just for us, but there's only one bed.
That was pretty convincing. Yeah, I'm ready to break a guitar right now. Yeah. Whoops. All right, so now I guess I'll play my lute.
I got something you can play with, buddy.
It's a
Freyla gives her a high five.
Feminine clit, as opposed
I don't like how you
to.
said that.
Freyla wi-
It's so dainty and nice.
This got out of hand real fast.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Play it like you strum your lute, boy.
Nice.
Golly.
Freyla whispers in her ear.
I'm a virgin. I
gotta
can't
think for
listen to
big
this
clits.
Yeah, I'm gonna break into my own version of Marvin Gaye's sexual healing
Roll a
for the
performance.
crowd.
I'm gonna give you 3 separate DCs. We're gonna have an 8, a 12, and a 15.
Okay, first one.
Unmodified?
No, you're only getting 1 roll.
Oh,
Oh, so depending on how you roll, is how it
13.
goes.
13.
Plus your
right.
performance, or is it?
that's the total.
All right, so you start playing your lute and you're performing adequately. No inspiration. People are dancing.
So I'm performing at a medium pace.
I would say that they're dancing a little bit less enthusiastically than they were when you guys first arrived. So you're doing a little bit worse of a job than the guy that when you first walked in.
Whatever, this is free. Fuck you people.
Several patrons are like tipping you like 1 gold, and you end up getting 30 gold pieces.
Okay, well I'm gonna leave enough behind to pay for the broken loot. Just because I don't want to start a fight.
pieces.
$29.99.
I was gonna say that's.
But wait,
how do
there's
I
more.
How do I break up this gold coin into like fractions?
Into silver coins.
Yeah, that's okay. I will leave 1 behind, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to tip your bartender.
You're done? Already?
Try the fish. Well, I'm still playing. I'm just
Oh, okay.
chatting.
Try the fish. That's gonna be you later.
Freyla's gonna grab the bald chick with a red beard. It's just a red beard, right?
Off on that.
Yes, she does.
And we're gonna dance
It's
together.
patchy. It's not like
Okay. We're gonna dance together. Very
Golly.
provocatively. We're gonna rub up with each other.
And
roll
our neck is
performance.
back.
Your DC is a 12.
Performance check.
I almost said I wish I had a recording of this so I could show your wife, but I guess we do.
We do have a recording.
We're gonna have one soon.
Oh, she knows I'm weird.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, I
Roll
know.
a 3.
How is your performance a -2?
I have no idea.
Oh, we only have 3 viewers on this. Pretty bad.
So when you first grabbed her lower back and started dancing with her, she could tell she was like melting into you. She was super attracted, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm swooning over
Must
this
have put
chick."
his hands in the right
But
spot.
you're so uncoordinated
And that's me actually. in
and
real life.
unattractive in the way you dance that by the time the first song was over, she has a look of disgust, and she's like,
That's how I dance.
and she
That's
walks,
how I
and,
dance in real life.
and she actually leaves your group completely because she's so disgusted.
Right. Excellent work,
Yeah.
Freyla. Excellent.
I did that on purpose.
But there's plenty more people here.
Well,
There's
did Getman ever tell me what he knew about the Church of the Epsilon?
And as she's walking away, Freyla goes, "Am I still invited to your room later?"
she doesn't acknowledge you.
Damn!
Yeah.
Oh well.
So you asked him what he knows about the Church of Epsilon.
Yeah.
He goes, well, in my time as a spymaster, honestly, I haven't really learned much. I know that they have a special pilgrimage once a year, where they have to meet something called the Rooster and pray in a place called Dragonspire. I know that they celebrate a weird holiday called Christmas, and there's someone named Whitestone that brings gifts to the children or something. It's very strange. There's a gravesite of ancient wars that has to be prayed to. They call non-believers in the religion infidels and heretics, but I don't know what the religion is. I don't know what they pray to. It doesn't make sense. According to these Shadow Viper people, these people with the sigil that are running around, the goblin talked to. According to them, there's something involving a beholder in Tartea, but I don't even know if those creatures even exist, to be honest.
I was gonna say, are beholders like common knowledge to like average people? Okay.
So this is the
Just
third
for
time
a
I've heard a beholder. I do not know what this is.
I'm not sure either. It's some kind of mythical creature. I don't know anything about it really. I know there's like a giant floating head, and they're bad.
What have you heard about what's supposed to go on tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow they're supposed to have some kind of. It's supposed to be some kind of big event. They're going to be praying in the town square.
Unless I'm on nuts.
Don't mind if I do.
Salt and vinegar. So there you go.
Apparently they gathered a whole big group yesterday, and they went to Camembert School of Magic, and they were demanding spell books, talking about some kind of sacrifice that they're going to try to make, just to try to summon demons. Which
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
it doesn't, but I don't know.
How many people are there? They're
Oh,
doing this?
there's dozens now.
Did their messiah disappear and come back 3 days later?
Well, that's the thing. This goblin that appeared that convinced all these people to join this religion. Since that first day when he recruited all these people, no one's seen him. It's like he just vanished. He was riding a giant rat. So I mean, how do you miss that?
Sounds like a cult.
Took the money and ran. Then I see. Very wise. Very
That
wise.
is,
Like
does sound
Joel
exactly like a
Osteen?
cult. Yeah.
Who's the guy that has the crazy eyes?
Dude, that guy scares me.
Oh, he scares the
He's
shit out
I,
of me.
dude, that, if that wasn't a demon,
It's a
I'd be
demon.
surprised.
He is a fucking demon. Oh, what's his name? The
Some priest, pastor,
yeah.
one of those
You know who I'm talking about?
evangelical pastors
Oh,
that looks
he
like
is-
a demon.
he-
He has like these creepy yellow,
Really
gross
creepy eyes.
Joel Osteen?
No, it's not him.
He looks like a Muppet.
That he does. The other guy, you'll see
I know
him.
He
his
looks like
name,
if
though.
Guy Smiley was a preacher. That's what he would look like. Who? Guy Smiley from Sesame Street.
Yeah, that guy is creepy as fuck. I know his name too.
So-
what do you guys want to know?
Do you know if the queen is going to do anything about this sacrifice?
I don't think that's really in her sights. She's busy focusing on other things, I think.
That means this is happening in her town square.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the sacrifice will be? A person or a goat?
That I don't know.
A person?
They've been very vague about what's going on. They had mentioned something about Van Brighton.
Thank you.
Van Brighton.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure what that is.
In what context? What did they say, Van Brighton?
I heard one of them say something very alarming when they were in here. Actually, they said the words, "Van Brighton, God of death, God of mortal souls. We offer you sacrifice. We offer you the blood of the innocents. We summon thee." I actually tried to ask him what he was talking about, and he just ignored me, and then he left the bar, and I don't know. And a bunch of his other, I was trying to follow him to find out more, and a bunch of other these black cloaked followers of whatever they're doing with the stupid snake sigils. They kind of swarmed me at the entrance of the bar, and they prevented me from following the person.
Will tomorrow be a full moon by any chance?
I believe so.
Do they have an altar in the town square?
No, nothing like that.
It's weird that the queen would allows that to happen, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had her confidence, I would definitely mention it. But like I said, I'm not even permitted to enter the keep.
Who's the
So-
spy? Who's the spy guy?
The guy we're talking to, Getman.
Okay. He doesn't know much then, huh?
Basically, Lord
Are they
Varys.
constructing anything in the center?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, have you tried talking to the bartender Boomdan? His girlfriend is on the council. I forgot her name.
Rose.
Rose.
I've talked to him. Yeah, I think his girlfriend. I know Rose decently well. I think she's been very busy in the dungeons doing something with Moknathal.
Yeah. You were supposed to help her with that too. What of Prince Lorien?
You know, I've never been close to the boy, even when we were underneath Vigor Valley City in hiding. But since we've come to Queensgrace, I don't think I've even spoken to him once. To be honest with you.
He must be under Lord Henry's son.
I think it's more the Queen. I think he's been with her pretty much 24/7.
Well, Inez is quite bewitching.
She's a beautiful woman, but I barely even seen her since I've been here.
Well, I mean, a 15-year-old around a beautiful woman.
What are you trying to say?
Maybe a pedophile?
What?
That only
can't
goes
be
one way.
Yeah, it goes one
It
way.
doesn't go the other way. The other way is just a lucky dude. Little
Yeah,
dude.
that's how that works.
I've heard strange things about the queen.
Such as?
I heard that even if you oppose her and want her to fall, once you meet her, it's like 180. You change your tune.
She's quite charming.
I've heard something along those lines. Just, Vekni, I've always liked you. I want to caution you just to be wary if you're around her or her people. Just be wary. That's
Do
all.
I know about the earrings? I know I do.
Yeah, you
Does that
should.
mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
you
if
were there.
I don't know if you
weren't
actually
there.
know.
Yeah, you were there with me.
Does he know? But does Vekni know?
Yes, because me and
I
him
thought
were.
that Soren knows.
I don't remember if he
Yeah,
really
because they
know.
were with me when Lord Neck was trying
Probably.
to talk shit to her, and her earrings sparkled, and then Lord Neck totally changed his tune. You remember that, right? We wanted to talk to her. She wanted us to do something for her, and then like Lord Neck was being Lord Neck, and
Man, look at the big brain on Barry.
I know. That does kind of make
yeah.
sense, doesn't it?
But yeah, that's what's happened. Like I was like contesting her, and then she was asking Lord Neck to do something, and Lord Neck being Lord Neck said, "I only fight with people I love. You know, screw you." Then her earrings sparkled, and then he totally changed his tune, and then he disappeared after that. So I don't know who was with me when that happened. I'm pretty sure you were with me.
Probably.
I was there.
Yeah. So you would have seen the sparkle of the earrings and noticed it was a pink magical item, and you probably would have put two and two together and known that happened.
Barry, how do you remember this shit?
I don't know. I remember my character. Well, I do at least.
Did you black out for a second here?
Yeah. Who's talking right now?
It's like channeling someone else.
You went from, I don't know my backstory, I don't know these characters, to like you're verbatim saying things that happened 8 months ago.
4 months ago, we had this encounter.
That was probably in like fucking like November.
Yeah, probably something like that. I don't remember what I do, but like all these names and characters you talk about, they go like right out on one side, the out the other.
Vekni.
Yo.
Well, you're very enthralled trying to figure out what's going on with this cult and talking to Getman and just like being a part of everything that's going on. This familiar looking young male drow does not look like a soldier or a warrior. He actually looks very young, but burly and muscular, which is not how drows are usually lithe. He looks burly and muscular. He like approaches you and he tries to like tap you on the shoulder.
Like from the front, so I see him doing it?
No.
But I know he's coming?
Yes. Because he's not very stealthy or very, your passive perception is too high for him to sneak up on you.
Alright, so Vekni's going to move out of the way and grab his hand.
And he says in Elvish, not Undercommon, he says in Elvish, I recognized you across in the bar. I wanted to say hello again.
Who was it?
You never learned his name.
When
Roll a history. Your DC is 18.
That's when you go, hey, chief.
Hey, you. 16.
Boss
You
man.
don't remember him, but he blushes and he's like, just from the first time I saw you, I thought you were so beautiful, and I see you again. I would hate myself if I didn't at least try to speak to you.
Vekni twists his wrists a little bit.
And he makes a sound.
What kind of sound was that?
She goes,
Jesus.
who are you?
My name is Esturk. I have something for you. You wouldn't let me give it to you last time.
Was he the one that I was supposed to be set up with by Inez?
There was two that he tried to set you up with. They're both drow. And this is one of them.
Alright. She lets go of his arm.
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out like this small jewelry box. And he opens it and it's like a good sized ruby. He goes, I wanted to give you this last time just to honor your beauty.
Do not accept gifts from drow.
Is it a ruby or a roofie?
Why are they called roofies? They should be called flories.
He says, very humbly, I understand your enmity towards my people. I don't like my people either. I've always judged individuals based on who they are, not what they are. And I could tell by looking in your eyes that you're a woman of experience, of strength, and someone worth getting to know. And I just wanted to speak with you and shoot my shot.
Insight.
Sure.
I just want to see if he's trying to bullshit me.
That's a big fucking iPad, dude.
That is a 28.
You believe that he's being genuine.
That's the heavy flow iPad. Fucking big.
That's my work iPad, so I can see the plans, blueprints, and shit.
Okay.
It's a lot easier on this than
Yeah.
on
Is
a
that,
small
is, that,
iPad.
is that an iPad or a tablet?
It's an iPad Pro or whatever.
With your role, he seems to be genuine and naive, but he's not trying to deceive you in any way.
It's very sweet of you. But you are too young and inexperienced.
Can I ask you something?
So,
If I go out and devote my life to gaining experience, learning about the world, becoming an accomplished man, years from now, would you reconsider?
I cannot promise that.
I just want a chance.
I'm not going to lie. Probably not.
Say 1 in a million, so you can be like, there's a chance.
And he says, so you're saying there's a chance.
Make the most annoying noise in the world now.
Well, are you from here? Or are you from, not Coldbank, what the hell is it called?
This humble drow hails from a place called Harganeth.
And Vekni's face just goes from like normal to like a deep scowl. Because that place is just scum and villainy.
When I want you to know that when Coldbank was destroyed, I was not a part of the military. I never was. I traveled with Dakarth and his men when they came here as a cook and nothing more. I haven't experienced much as far as combat and battle. But if experience in battle is what it would take to win your heart, I will change my ways and I will put myself out there.
Then explain your physique if you're not a fighter.
It's push-ups,
Good genes.
sit-ups, and I drink
Plenty
plenty,
of
of
juice.
juice.
That's right.
You'd have to kill the fucking queen to impress me.
Inez?
No. Marathi.
He loses color in his face. And he kill Marathi. That's death sentence for myself. There's no way.
Well, once I'm done fooling around on this island, I plan on going there myself.
He grabs your arm and he says, "Please don't. You'll die."
I'd rather die fighting to destroy her than to live knowing that she wiped out my people.
If ever you decide to take her on, even though it would mean both of our deaths, let me know and I'll fight by your side. I want to be there at your end.
Damn, let him hit.
Jeez, damn, I wish somebody would love me like this. God damn. Vekni's expression softens, and she goes, "Well, if that time arrives, I will seek you out."
It was a pleasure.
What was his name again?
S-Turk. He leans in and tries to give you a kiss on the cheek.
I allow it.
A drow! Kiss her on the cheek.
That is big right there.
Hold on.
Vekni's such a prude.
She's not.
She hates drow.
She hates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It destroys your people, right?
Yeah. And then she allows it, and as he's pulling away, I'd like to slug him in his face.
You don't have to roll.
Okay.
You're that close. Like, you.
Describe what you how it
So
works.
he reaches in, and she sees it coming, and she allows it. And as his lips leave the side of her cheek, she stands up and throws this fucking haymaker from the west side of the continent.
Roll a d20. 10, let me know if it's 10 or higher. Unmodified.
It's a crit 20.
He goes flying across the bar.
Describe it.
He died? Oh.
Oh no. He's a pussy. You don't
Wow.
know him.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hope it wasn't important.
You said you punched him as hard as you could.
Yeah, but I still would have to roll damage.
He's not a fighter.
Jesus Christ, Vekni.
He's a weak bitch.
You said you punched him as hard as you could.
Okay, then it
It
happened.
would kill him.
All right. And then she,
All right, I guess he's dead.
he flops, she slugs him and his jaw just goes, and you just hear this loud, and he just flops on the ground. Just, how dare the drow touch me with these lips. She sits down and takes a deep swig of whatever she was drinking.
Everyone in the bar goes quiet.
I didn't get a rest yet, man.
Well, if somebody's got healing, just heal him.
I'm like out of spell slots.
I know, but I gotta level up, yo.
Everyone in the bar
Actually,
is dead quiet.
I might be able to heal him.
Record scratch.
Hold on.
And you see a couple of the patrons like circuit back towards the door, like looking fearful.
All right, I have a.
He sexually harassed me.
I'm gonna try to calm everybody down with another song.
And
Yeah, it's cool, everybody. It's cool.
Is he dead? Can I do a cure wounds? Or is it gotta be like a
No,
resurrection?
he's dead.
All right, give me a second.
There's dead and there's dead.
Yeah, but I can resurrect people if I have a spell slot available. Revivify.
You could roll a performance.
I do
Your
have a-
DC is 20.
Oh,
I'm gonna cast Revivify on him.
She just murdered somebody in the bar.
Not.
I didn't get 20.
Requires, like,
Revivify? Do you have a diamond?
It does
No,
not.
that's not.
Oh,
that's-
diamond's worth, yeah, 300 gold pieces. All right, well,
I have 29 gold pieces.
Does anyone have a diamond?
I might have something else. Hold on.
I wish I had a diamond.
How does a dwarf not have a diamond?
So you can't even like give him health. He's just
No, he's dead. He's not a PC, so he doesn't get that. He doesn't get death saves. He's dead.
no heal.
But you could revive. You could resurrect him if that's something you could do.
Yeah, but I need a diamond. I'm gonna take that off my freaking spell list while I even have it.
You know, turn him into Dark Jon Snow. Bring him back.
Does anyone
Yeah.
want anything? I'm gonna get happy. Does anyone want it?
I have a diamond.
I'm gonna step outside for Bantica Food to show up.
Is it worth bringing him back though?
Well, if you.
I mean,
I'm sure Dan only spent 9 hours doing the fucking story on this guy.
I'm sure,
Fucking
yeah.
Killed him.
Vekni does feel a little bad. For
Maybe we could see if anyone.
Usually people can take a punch.
yeah, you would think so.
could probably ask if anyone in the bar has a dime. We could buy it
The
from
thing
him.
is, you're level 14 PC. You're level 13 PC. You're a monk. You punch him as hard as you could. There's no way he could survive
You
it.
can hit him with a quivering palm from the old school.
I'll let you roll each one. If you knew how much HP he has, 5. He's not a combatant.
So Vekni's gonna look at Freyla and be like, "You fix this."
Yeah, but I need a diamond to bring him back.
I have one, but I don't know how much it's worth.
I think the smallest ones are 300.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll give it. To
I feel bad for the guy. He was a nice guy. Who knew he was a pussy?
Where does that accent come from?
Went
You
down
mock
like
me.
Went down like a sack of hammers.
I'm the guy that speaks Chinese at the Chinese restaurant I'm ordering, so you know. I'd like wonton soup for you, please. Thank you.
You want chicken fried rice?
Okay, you're gonna have to edit that. Maybe.
In one of the shorts, Joe screams "faggot."
Oh,
and he
thank
didn't take it out.
It's very hard.
Okay.
The amount of editing.
Put a note
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
that's
email.
So I'm about 2/3 of the
thank
way editing last session. I've already edited out an hour and 45 minutes. I cut out already.
Of Joe complaining.
There's nothing wrong
Well,
with
they're
speaking like
mostly fighting
this.
and arguing
It's
about
okay.
shit. Yeah.
I've already cut out an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a 3-hour 45 recording. So that's
You know what?
almost
That-
half the record. Almost
that,
half of it.
You know, from now on, Fred is going to speak
That
with
reduces
a
your render
Chinese
time,
accent.
though. That's good.
Thank you. The whole time. I like that idea. For the Chinese. Oh, you're a nice guy. How are you?
You can play it however you want to play it.
All right, so what are we doing here? You want me to cast Revivify on him?
Whatever you want to do.
I do have a spell slot left. So are you giving me the diamond?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
so
know what size it is. So whatever.
Wait, you did a diamond the entire time you didn't tell me?
What- How did I know you needed one?
So I could revive people.
When did people need to be revived?
Freyla was going to resurrect
Free
Goliath
revive you.
that she found dead in the dungeons.
I didn't know we didn't have it.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna cast it on him because if he dies, everybody's gonna be against us in this fucking town
You might
too.
get arrested.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Revivify on him.
When the fuck did I get a diamond?
Did you say anything? You doing it? How do you do it?
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna look at everybody and say, it's just a joke, it's a joke, haha. And then, then he's gonna pop back up alive.
He opens his eyes flutter open and he says, "What happened?"
Vekni reaches her hand down.
He takes it and he looks kind of groggy.
She helps pick him up.
And she punches him again.
She helps him up and she goes, "Don't you ever kiss me again."
What'd you say about the kids? Catch up?
I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I deserve whatever happened.
You cost me 300 gold.
How do you mean?
You died.
I'm right here.
Do you have ketchup in your
I'm talking. I don't.
This one over here brought you back.
You brought me back from the dead?
Yes, magic exists in this world.
Yes, but to waste such a precious spell on someone so low.
Now you're indebted to me.
I would already do anything for you.
Get out of my face.
He shakily gets up and he nods and he looks hurt emotionally
But hopeful.
and sad and he leaves the bar.
Vekni hates Drow.
I get that.
Again, you guys don't have to hang out here, or you could spend the whole session here, whatever you want.
Let's
Can we stay the night?
Yes.
Whatever you want.
There's so many people here. Don't you want to talk?
There's people. It's packed with fucking NPCs.
Don't you want to?
You don't have to. Like I know Barrett. So I know
It's a bard
Keith.
thing.
So Keith doesn't like doing this stuff. Barry loves doing this stuff. So it's people
like
like different things.
You play the video game and you go to talk to every single thing that you could possibly do.
Yeah, video game, yeah.
Yeah.
if you want to play those video games, you gotta do the chat. Hey, just skip it.
Yeah.
Next guy.
Give me the shit.
Keith
Give me
wants to fight.
give me the clue.
But then I have no idea what I'm doing.
Keith wants to battle. That's what Keith wants.
There's those rooms upstairs.
There are rooms upstairs.
Do we have to
Yeah,
pay for these rooms?
You don't know yet. You didn't try to go up there.
All right, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go to Vekni's little buddy behind,
Let's
Vekni's
ask
buddy
the
behind the bar,
barkeep what we're gonna do.
and ask him how much is a room for the night.
So the Goliath
What's
Boomerang,
Vekni's rate?
he says, "Well, I can let you sleep at one of the rooms upstairs for 10 gold, and I'll even set up a prostitute for 1 hour for an additional 20 gold. It's a special deal we have going on, only this week."
Well, all right, I'll throw 40 gold down. Like it's room for me and my buddies, each one room each.
Okay, and then a prostitute.
Nope.
Hold on. I have a Groupon. Hold on.
Never buy one get one.
The whores are all quite busy. I only have one available, and her name is Griselda. He knows. They've already banged this fucker multiple times.
Only one guy did.
Well, I got the room,
I
so
don't think that's true.
It's Roland's wife.
I thought other people banged her.
Who was the guy Lord stuck an anal beads up his ass? Who's that?
That was
You don't even
I think that was
remember.
Gary, and he's dead.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Gary was also.
You're such a man, Barry. You don't even remember a person getting an encounter.
yeah. So I'll throw the 40 gold down. That gets room for each of us. They can get the hooker if they want, and I'll head upstairs.
I'm kind of tired and I'd like to wake up with all my shit, so I'm gonna skip the hooker.
You're gonna do what?
I said I'm gonna skip the hooker. So I want to
We
wake
were
up with all
looking
my
for someone to
things.
bang.
There's other females here.
I was just checking it out. I'm trying for free, man.
There's other girls here.
Okay. Still though, I'm gonna turn in.
Okay. So Aethelred also goes upstairs with Bear. Together.
I'm gonna take a rest as well.
Oh,
I've already proven I'm not into dwarves. Okay, that's cool.
Freyla also goes upstairs.
Racist.
Close my door so like racist.
Is the bar starting to filter out now? 'Cause
No.
It's later? No?
No.
I guess I'll go for a rest too since everybody else is.
Vekni, as you're the last one going upstairs, Boomerang goes, Vekni, wait a second. I feel like we're friends and I should give this to you.
Herpes. I already have it.
I was gonna say I gave it to you at another time, but now
Reaches
you
down, rubs the liquids. There you go.
Yeah.
Let me send this in the Discord. I don't have any other way to do this. Hold on. Unfortunately, I didn't print this out. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You guys know that?
Armenian
Yes,
conveyor
I'm-
belt. Just the groom and his groomsmen. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
No! You kept the part that nobody wants! The ba-ba-ba-ba!
Yeah, I definitely don't want to have sex with any of you guys.
Yeah, you're killing my buzz.
Guys, what
You
the
know the ba-ba-ba-ba-ba?
Hey, Aaron.
The bachelor party?
I never really found them that funny.
What?
No.
Oh,
Some of
you
their skits are hysterical.
suck. Boomidon hands you a wanted poster you've not seen before. It reads, Wanted, dead or alive, Vekni Avumque. High Elf Pirate. She murdered Valerie Elsenthal, second in line for the Moonronian throne and commander of the Moonronian Royal Dragoon Unit. She travels with the Prince of Ferelden and a Dwarven Paladin from the Ironbridge Kingdom. Reward, 30,000 gold. In quotes, I'll be watching. Collect a reward from Queen Rhaena's Justice, the White Wolf.
Where's that?
The White Wolf?
You've never heard that before.
Who's this white wolf?
A man in white furs and armor came in here about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he put this wanted poster up. I tried to speak with him, and he didn't have any words for me.
Is there a drawing, or is it just the name?
There's a drawing, a very crude drawing, and it looks like Vekni. How
Okay.
Vekni looks.
Vekni laughs and goes, "You should tell them to do a better picture."
They always get the nose wrong.
All right, so you go upstairs, and you guys take a rest. There's no need to make any rolls.
Yay! Safety.
I gave you guys a calendar, and just for this first one, I'm going to give you the date. It is now Tier the 1st. Who leveled up?
Me.
Me.
What level are you right now, Forrest?
12.
13.
So 12, 13. Did you level up?
No.
Vekni, you level up?
Yes, I did.
You were what, 14?
Yep. Oh, what is
I think you missed like 2 though.
I did. That's
So that's why.
Ooh, I have proficiency in all saving throws.
Because I'm 90.
That's nice.
93,000 or 94,000.
You're probably
so-
really close.
Yeah, I'm
I
really
can.
close.
Wow. Whenever I fail a saving throw, I can spend a key point to re-roll it.
It's pretty nice.
Nice.
changing my spells out?
And now
Yep,
I
that's
can
fine.
run at 55 feet per turn. That's fast as fuck.
Fuck. That's like Bretson level almost.
No, it was just fucking like 300 feet.
Wow.
I get Dimension Door now.
Really? As a paladin?
And Banishment.
As a paladin?
Are we like awake in the morning yet, or are we still like hanging out, sleeping?
It's you wake up in the morning. It's now Tier 1st.
It's not what?
Tier first.
Tier
Ah.
1st. It's the date.
Are there any other is this the place where we went to like that bazaar, right? Where we bought those random potions?
That's in this town.
Are there any actual like weapon shops or stuff like that, or is it just all the bazaar?
I can tell you what's here.
Look at the map too. There's a bazaar.
We like the bazaar.
Brazzers? There's a town square. There's Camembert's School of Magic. There's Zorus's School for Gladiators. There's a library. There's the Queensgrace Tavern. The dungeons. There's a bazaar. There's a blacksmith. There's a keep. I think that's it. And the dungeons. And that's it.
I want to get some mildly upgraded armor. 'Cause that's all I can really do without magic.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Sheepstone.
What was your weapon that was damaged?
My gloves and my sword.
So I'm gonna go and talk to Vekni and be like, "Hey, I got an idea to fix your sword. Can I borrow it? I'm gonna stop by the blacksmith's."
Sure. Just while you're carrying them, why don't you have a conversation with my sword?
Oh, hey.
You hear some faint whispers coming from the sword.
Do I know what it says?
You hear. Dwarf.
Satan, is that you? Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm Steelgrave.
I've heard of you.
What do you want of me?
I wish to take this sword to the blacksmith and use my skills and proficiencies and repair the damage on this.
You don't hear anything else?
Okay. I'll go to the blacksmith with you.
Okay.
What of Aethelred and Freyla?
Yeah, we can. I want to go to the armorer.
There is no armorer.
Or blacksmith, whatever.
Ask around in the bazaar and...
Or that, yeah. I'm looking for some studded leather.
Okay. So... Are you going to go to the blacksmith or the bazaar?
I'm not sure who would have the... I would think a blacksmith would have armor. Yes. I would think.
So is that where you're going to go?
Yeah. I must have had some before, but I never wrote it down, so I'm not...
So you guys all going to the blacksmith?
Sure.
I'll tag along.
Alright. So you travel to the southern, the kind of in the center of Queensgrace, to all the way to the south by the walls, and there was this busy blacksmith. When you enter into the building, you see the customers are being helped by several apprentice blacksmiths working there, but there's one specific blacksmith who seems to be in charge, and he's kind of grizzled, older, scarred, experienced looking, and he's working by there's a lit forge next to him, and he looks at you guys as you approach.
I'll approach him and I'll put my hand out to shake his hand, and
he looks at your hand and rolls his eyes, and he goes, "What do you want?"
Does he know we're from the arrested?
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna be like, back where I'm from, I'm an experienced blacksmith with years of family experience, and I wish to repair my friend's sword here. If I could borrow a forge for a little bit of your time, and I can compensate you for that.
He looks behind him to the lit forge and looks back to you, and he says, "How much?"
Give you 100 gold.
We should trade him knowledge for using his forge. If you're that experienced, maybe you could teach him something.
He looks fairly experienced.
He looks around this building, and as I described, there's multiple blacksmiths working, helping customers. This place is fucking busy. And he says, "Do you really think 100 gold is worth my time to let you fuck around and finger around in my forge?"
You finger bang around in my forge.
What's your time worth?
800 gold.
Deal.
Vekni's going to put her hand on Bragdor's shoulder and step up, and she'll look at the guy and goes, "I think that's a little steep, don't you?"
He spits in his hand. Hawk! And he holds his hand out to Brogdor.
Spit on that thing!
And he holds his hand out to Brogdor.
I'll be like, here we go. And I'll shake his hand. I'll drop the
Deal's a
gold.
deal.
You overpaid.
It's all right. See what happens.
I could have just cast a spell.
He takes your... Are you giving 800 gold?
Give him gold.
Takes 800 gold. And he motions, "Go ahead, it's all yours." 1 hour.
So I'll take the tools that I have and kind of work my skills and knowledge here, and go ahead and throw some iron in the forge. And
Well, hold on. Do you have any materials to use?
I mean, I got
What do you have?
smith tools on me.
Does the smith tools come with any kind of steel ignots? Or
Well, to repair a sword, you don't need
it's
any
a
of that
repair.
stuff. You're repairing.
He's just
it.
gonna
I don't know.
probably forge weld it back together, and I would imagine, which doesn't really require materials.
It doesn't?
Just the forge and his smith tools.
Do you have materials?
Maybe some flux. That's about it.
Flux.
The
They're
smith
getting all
tools might
welding
not
on
have
it.
materials. I don't know. I don't know what smith tools come with. It's going to affect what I have you roll, so that's why I'm asking.
But he's at the forge. He shouldn't need materials to repair.
Oh my god.
I never said that.
Yeah, so
they're going to give you materials.
basically it includes hammers, tongs, charcoal, rags, 20-pound block of steel, and a whetstone.
Yeah,
you're
okay.
okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you 3 separate DCs. I'm going to give you, so you're doing one roll. I'm going to give you a survival roll of a 5, of a 10, and of a 15.
Survival?
Mm-hmm. Is there something you think would be more appropriate than survival?
Performance?
Guess not.
Definitely not performance.
Can I add my proficiency to this?
Are you proficient with your smithing tools?
Well, yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. See what happens here. 19.
Okay. So not only do you repair Vekni's sword, but you repair it better than it's actually in better shape than it was when she last used it. So it is now a +1 non-magical sword.
Nice.
It was already a +1 now.
It is now a +2 non-magical sword.
Thank you.
So I'll hand it over to Vekni. Shine up a
Sword
little
is
bit.
great.
Hand it over. Give the head guy there a nod, and we'll walk on out.
Okay.
And Vekni, as we walk out, she goes, "You should take notes from this guy." And she sheathes the pink sword.
Okay.
Oh,
Your
Aethelred,
your sword's not pit. Oh, the dagger, you mean? Yeah.
No.
Aethelred,
You
did
said that
you want to
once
ask
I
around for
sealed-
some?
Yeah, I would just want
Once
to
I
ask.
steel graves in the sword, it has a pink hue.
Oh, okay.
No, why didn't you just let the blacksmith repair it?
Because he wanted to do it himself.
I was afraid because of the type of sword that he had, and Dan being Dan, I was sure that I was one that.
Just wanted to
handled it,
ask
figured
if
what
they
wrong.
have
Oh,
studded
okay.
leather
Yeah, really
for sale.
That's what you're saying. All right.
That's like the nicest armor I can wear that isn't magic. It's only a slight improvement, but I'll take it. It's in the handbook.
Yeah. Okay, so you're perusing the armors and weapons that are in the shop, and there isn't really like a ton of stuff that's already made, but you do see one kind of like worn, beat up looking suit of studded leathers.
Okay, I would like to ask the cost.
He eyes you and he says, he looks you up and down. He goes, "What does a man like you need with armor? You're gonna be out." He rolls his eyes. You're gonna be out like fighting for Queensgrace. What do you need this for?
It was pretty tough clearing the dungeon with this regular old crappy leather armor I'm wearing.
Oh, you'll be clearing the dungeons, will you?
Maybe again, we already did it once.
The dungeons are clear.
As far as you know.
Roll deception.
Okay.
Your DC is 16.
26.
Oh.
He looks impressed and goes, "You know, they've been trying for, I think it's been a couple of years now. They've been trying to clear the dungeon, and it just seems like it's getting worse and worse. But you know what? I like the cut of your jib."
Nice.
And he hands you the suit of studded leathers for free.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome. Upgrade.
Was that a +1?
Yeah, it slightly improves my shitty armor class.
That chainmail I got really helped me out a lot.
Yeah,
But I have a disadvantage.
I
of
can't
stealth
wear
now.
it. At least not in this class unless I start being some type of other class now, which I'm not gonna do.
I mean, you do whatever you want.
Gonna bar it up.
It's rare that I say no, but
What's your strength at, Aethelred?
Strength is 12.
Okay.
It's not where I put my. I didn't put my eggs in that basket. I did other shit.
Yeah, strength is usually.
Charisma and dexterity is mostly what I did for the bard.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
after he hands you that free suit of armor, Aethelred,
I thank him kindly, by the way.
He says to you, "You know, considering you're able to clear these deadly dungeons that some of the best warriors in our kingdom weren't able to clear, I kind of have it in here that you might be a special kind of guy. Would you agree with that?"
Sure. Many have considered me special in a variety of ways.
My mommy said I'm special.
He looks back to the wall behind him, and then looks to you, and he says, "You know, I've been trying to sell to your friend Vekni for a couple times that she's come in here. This special bow that I have. If you look at it, you know, it's got that beautiful white wooden structure with those carved, serious-looking elf faces into the wood. Excellent, excellent weapon, magically charged by Lord Camembert himself. I normally sell it for 18,000 gold, but considering what you did, I'd be willing to make a deal."
Well, I picked up a bow in the dungeon that's white and magical. I just don't know what it is.
You have to investigate it. So the way it
Could
works.
I ask? Would the? I guess he would know. Maybe. Could
He
I ask?
looks at it and he says, "I don't have any magic powers to just identify this. I can
Okay.
tell you that it does appear to be magical."
All right. So he wants me to convince Vekni to buy it. Is that the?
No.
Oh.
Vekni's not interested in this.
Oh, I thought you said.
I'm
that.
asking you if you would like to.
Oh. Maybe, but I don't have 18,000 gold.
Well, I said I'd be willing to make a deal.
Okay. Well, what's the deal?
Drop on your knees.
What's your offer?
I can give you 129 gold and a few verses of Killing Me Softly.
It's a +2 to hit, and deals 1d6 cold on a hit, and an enemy must make a con save of 10 or become incapacitated/frozen.
Does it require attunement?
Yes, it does.
That sounds pretty awesome.
It is an excellent weapon.
Yeah. I just don't have a good way to pay for it.
Ask him how much.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of magical scrolls.
If you're trying to trade,
Could.
I'm not a mage. I would recommend you find a mage, sell the scrolls to that mage, and then bring the money here, and we could maybe make a deal. But I can't. Honestly, you could. It might just be pieces of paper for all I know. I'm not a magic guy. That's not my forte.
Okay.
I heard Lord Camembert is pretty well versed with magic.
All right. That sounds like a video game prompt. I heard over in the village they're looking for this. Is there any way I could use a persuasion check to convince him to take it now and pay later?
This is an eye of you, sir.
I'm just asking.
Well, find out what his.
That's
what
my
his-
biggest fucking bonus is persuasion.
Yeah, find out what his price is.
Well, he won't tell me. I already asked twice.
I gave him a price.
18,000,
And I
or
said-
let's make a deal.
And I said I'd be willing to hear an offer. My starting price is 18,000.
Okay.
Do you have a counter offer?
Nothing that I could reasonably offer.
Well, then 18,000.
Okay.
That's the cost.
I give you 129 gold pieces.
That is not gonna cut.
That's what I have. I haven't got shit. Well, I don't know. Nothing I can do.
Money.
Oh, I have like no money.
Neither.
You could ask.
I have 10 gold.
10.
I didn't give that money. It just you just started a campaign.
Joe and I were
right,
Joe
I-
and I were by ourselves for a long time, so
And
we
20
collected these.
29 of my 129 came from
Buckets.
playing in the
How
bar.
much? Yeah, how much you have?
So mostly
51,000.
money. Okay, cool.
I'm
So,
right behind you.
hey Vekni, can I borrow some money
For what?
to purchase a magical bow?
Oh, is that
So
bow
that I-
this guy's been trying to sell me since I've been here?
Apparently it is.
It's a nice bow. It's good quality. I just don't have any attunement slots for it.
Cool. So could I get it with your money, Mom?
I mean,
He doesn't have to consent. You could try to persuade him.
Punch me in the face and
I
kill
don't
me.
think- I think it's reasonable. That's a lot of money.
I agree that that's a ridiculous. And plus, I haven't investigated, but I already have a magic bow. I don't know what it does, but I'm gonna walk around with 2 magic bows. I guess you could.
Maybe the bow you have now is better.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's cursed.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Maybe it's the cursed bow of the donkey punch.
Could be.
Dan, so during the last rest, I would have unattuned to the pendant that gave me a +1 to my AC, and attuned to my Vaporeal sword.
Okay.
How do you... To attune it takes 7 days, right?
That's the pink items, but normally it's just a long rest.
Yep. Yeah. Only the pink items are 7 days.
All right. Well, in that case, before I get
So can I
fucking yelled at
investigate
again...
the javelin?
You can investigate one thing.
Yeah. Can I investigate my crazy white magic longbow?
Sure. Roll a d20.
Cool. Unmodified?
So, the slippers...
No, investigation roll.
Oh,
not modified.
okay.
Investigation. What about your slippers?
Does it take time to unattune, or is that included with the long rest?
Long rest.
I
Are you
rolled
tuning
a-
your slippers?
Roll a 12.
Pass. You need to roll 2 more passes than you ended up with,
Okay.
which you can only do 1 a day.
Alright, let's go. Oh, wait. No, I don't want that.
We only do 1 a day.
So,
Clear.
I'm really trying to figure out here if I should...
Oh, so I gotta wait another day? Okay.
Sword has a spell unless you just identify it. Look at that.
Well, I
Kevin,
need to add a spell and I haven't
what are your
But
thoughts?
you can learn to identify.
I was
That
just gonna
javelin.
say.
I don't remember what it does. Oh,
Basically,
you can
yeah.
warp you to places.
Yeah, if I hit it somewhere with the next amount of feet, I can just teleport that place instantly.
Joe
or
told me to attune to it.
lose my slippers.
Joe is mad.
Well,
Joe
the
is
slippers
mad.
make you fast.
Yeah.
The slippers are actually really great.
They're important.
Joe was
basically-
telling him that the slippers are bad and that the other thing's better.
So I have my axe, which I need.
Yep.
Okay. I currently
The
don't get a
iron
new
stone of
spell
protection, which gives me the
level, so
+1
no, I
to
can't.
AC.
Anyway.
Drop it.
So I got one
Your
pass.
AC's 28.
One pass.
No, it's 26.
20. Anything in the 20s is extremely high for AC.
I got a 22.
Your AC's 22? That's fucking high.
How?
Fuck.
He probably has heavy armor.
Yeah, I got chainmail. Moved from 17 to 22.
Chainmail brought you to 22?
I'm still bringing up the rear.
Heavy armor
Did
doesn't
you
even do that.
did you
Full plate's
uncheck
20.
your other one?
But he just said.
Yeah. I
chain
had
is
started another one. I
22.
took it off.
Doesn't sound right.
I think it's wrong.
It does sound
That's
wrong.
wrong. No, it's right. It was a +1.
But yeah,
Was it a +1 chainmail?
Because before
I would drop the
It might-
one.
it might
I
be.
just dropped the +1 to my AC to get the Vaporeal sword.
No, chainmail, base chainmail 16, so +1 chainmail
Yeah,
would be
and
17.
I have a shield that's a +3.
So that's 19. Oh, that's 20.
Yeah, this is 20.
Let's go to the bazaar.
How bizarre.
Let's go to the weird.
How bizarre, how bizarre.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby,
You're making me crazy.
you're making me crazy.
Every time I look around.
Every time you come around.
Wow. No, that definitely.
It's in my face.
Yeah, that's a short right there.
You enter a bustling bazaar, and there is much activity here.
I'm gonna look out for people with the Viper signs.
Okay, so it's basically like tents that are set up all over the place of people selling various wares. If you guys would like to refer to page 160 of the player's guide, there's a whole litany of different things you could buy there. Different kinds of kits,
Yeah,
items,
player's
components, all kinds of shit you could buy.
Page
I'm not
one-
listing this stuff. There's so many things.
What? Where are you getting page numbers
Why
from?
not? I didn't bring my book.
I have a book.
Well, I mean, I can look it up on here.
Oh, you copy and look it up.
A lot of the shops that you enter into
Okay, yes.
in this campaign have very limited inventory. Would you not agree, Kevin?
Yep.
But this bazaar has pretty much everything that's not special. So the basic things you could buy, if you come to Queensgrace, you could buy anything. But it's the basic things.
Man, ink is expensive.
Yes, it is.
And the
Joe
pri-
has not bought any ink or any paper or anything for his fellows. Has he ever once bought paper?
He has spent the gold. So like there's a gold
Yeah, but you
requirement.
have to buy the paper.
Yeah, that he
you
never
have
did.
to buy the ink,
I didn't
and then
think
you
of
have to pay the gold to do it.
So I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I'm not checking on you guys to make sure you're playing your characters correctly. So if he's playing it wrong, you guys can bring that up because I wasn't privy to that.
Check on me.
Sounds like I'm pretty sure he'll love that.
But he did pay the gold. So as a wizard, to copy new spells your spellbook, it requires gold, and he does pay.
You can set up a thing in D&D Beyond automated for your lifestyle level. It just takes away your gold every so often.
What?
To keep up your... That's what it said. Your lifestyle, so many gold per month or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's in there.
I don't use D&D Beyond.
Sounds like the government to me taking taxes.
Motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ.
There's all kinds of shit in here, huh? Block and tackle.
Fucking crowbar.
Orb. Prostitutes.
That's not in there.
That's right there. Page 173.
Okay. Tours.
Barrick, what items do you have equipped right
They're
now?
called wenches.
But I don't have a equip right now?
Yeah.
What was a wench? Like a barmaid?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not woke like you guys. I'm calling them hooers.
Javelin, like you're talking about javelin, my plate, armor, like that type of stuff you're talking about?
The things you have equipped right now. What do you have equipped?
Or attuned?
Equipped.
Oh, so that would be everything that you use.
Alright, so I got my javelin, my dwarven plate, my axe, my shield. I have a wand of what?
It's okay.
How the fuck do I get out of here?
Do you need more?
Well, that's good.
I guess, and since we're busting balls, I will buy some ink.
Dan's getting
paper.
Dan's getting dice out. This would be bad.
Why?
You're not a wizard.
Alright, guys.
Wait, write scrolls and stuff?
We're getting
One,
robbed,
I
guys.
have to have a
Two.
spell book still.
How the fuck do I get out of here?
Really?
Escape? Will that work? Yeah, that works.
Oh. Well, fuck it, then I will not waste money on that.
Aethelred, what's your passive perception?
Hold on.
Shit's coming down, guys.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Oh. It's a plus 10, so.
19.
Damn.
What items do you have equipped right now?
I have, hold on.
Your passive perception is 19.
That's what it says.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Inventory. Let's see. I have the bow, a rapier, or rapier if you're French.
Rapier.
Yeah, I know.
A raper.
And the armor. No.
Anything else?
I have a dagger. Well, no, the daggers.
that's
I
fine.
usually have
Dagger.
the loot.
What else do you have?
Yeah.
A loot.
Loot? What else do you have?
You mean like in my backpack and shit? Or? I have a potion of poison resistance, a bedroll, candle. I have a disguise kit, you know, because I
Alright,
go in
that's
bar stuff. Well, I'm just all right. Well, I'm gonna lose some of
It's
this.
enough for you to die.
Okay.
I might buy a signal whistle for fun. Yeah, this looks like fun.
So this bazaar, as I described, it's super busy, and there's people all over the place, and people are like bumping into you, brushing up against you, and you notice that your dagger is missing.
Okay.
Let's kill them all.
Fuck.
Let's kill them all. Let's get into a battle right
Is it
now.
a special dagger or is it just a dagger?
No, it's not. It is not particular.
Just remove it. You notice it.
Yeah,
That's,
I'm
you,
gonna-
you feel that it's layered, that your wherever you had it stowed, I'm guessing sheathed on your sword belt, is you feel it's not there anymore, and you can remove it from your inventory.
Are you gonna call out even someone stole from you? So we were.
Yeah,
we were aware
I
of
will
it.
definitely say. I'm gonna go old school. Gypsies are around. Be an asshole. Be a racist fuck.
Since I have no money, I'm gonna leave the
All
establishment.
right, there we go.
So you're not in an establishment. You're in this big picture like a flea market.
It's open air.
You're in this giant open area with just people have different tents and different tables where they're selling
Like
stuff.
an English town.
Okay.
English Town, New Jersey. Exactly.
That's
Picture
where
that.
My mother-in-law lives like a mile from there, so whenever we go down there, I'm always like, "Let's go to English town." They're like, "No."
It used to be cool, though.
Right now, it's just crap. Well, it's just crap now. It used to be really cool flea market, now it sucks.
So people sell things there now for more than they sell for on eBay. So why would you ever buy anything there?
Not only that, half the shit's new anyway. It's just crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time where you
It
could
used to
get
be really
deals
good.
on stuff there.
There was one in
not anymore.
Pennsylvania that I used to go to. I forget where. Marshall's Creek.
I've never been there. I couldn't.
Yeah, there's one in Bushkill. It's pretty awesome.
Flea markets used to be awesome.
All right, I'm gonna buy a tinderbox. I think that could come in handy.
Sure. How much would you say they cost?
5 silver pieces.
So you come across this table with this older couple in their 50s, a human couple, and they have a bunch of just assorted knickknacks, and you're eyeing the tinderbox and you offer to purchase it. And how much did you say it costs?
5.
5 gold.
5 silver.
5 silver.
Yeah, it's really
We don't really use silver, so we're gonna say 1 gold, and they're gonna offer it to you
Wait a minute, I
for.
don't think that's silver and gold are totally different.
Yeah, we haven't been using silver.
It's 10.
In D&D, you start out with 5 bronze, or 10 bronze equals 1 silver. 10 silver equal 1 gold. 10 gold equal 1
Platinum.
And to make it simpler, we haven't been using anything except for gold.
Okay.
So according to that, it's 1 gold, and they're gonna say 5 gold.
It's quite the markup, huh? Silver to gold.
I will offer 2.
Roll persuasion. Your DC is 10.
Okay. I have an 11 modifier, so I think I'm good.
You have successfully
20.
haggled, and they give it to you for 1 gold.
1. Okay. Sweet.
It's great because you haggle for 2.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, 2 gold. I didn't realize what you said. 2 gold.
So effective.
Super effective.
They also won't leave you alone now. They're gonna follow you back to your room.
That's what you were looking for. Buying a healer's kit.
How much is it in the DMG?
5.
You come across this table. There's this tan halfling girl that has a bunch of wares out, and the healing kit is among them.
I will buy it for 5.
And she'll say, okay, 10 gold, please.
I'll take it for 5.
I'm sorry, I can't give it to you for 5. It's worth more than that.
Well, it's either 5 or I take it for free.
Roll a persuasion. No, roll an intimidation, I guess.
There you go.
Can I have advantage on that because of my background?
No, but we'll take your background into consideration. I know what your background does.
What did you say? Roll what?
Intimidation.
Oh, only a +2. 18.
Ooh. She's okay. 5's fine.
Alright. I will give her 5.
So, I don't know what backgrounds you guys pick, but his background basically allows him to steal pretty much wantonly without any repercussions.
Yeah, because people, she's a bad guy.
It's pretty much what her backstory is. You can just steal whatever you want with her.
Okay.
It's kind of OP, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Or is it only for bars? I don't. Is it only for in bars, or is it
Let's
always?
see. No matter where you go, people are afraid of you due to your reputation. When you are in a settlement, you can get away with minor criminal offenses such as refusing to pay for food at a tavern or breaking down doors at local shops, since most people will not report your activity to the authorities.
So I think just stealing equipment would be above that, but you pay for it.
If it was really small, maybe not.
Yeah, true. I mean, 5 gold is small.
I'm gonna buy some stuff here.
Can I see the book?
I'm gonna get.
She's a bad guy. Duh.
3 feet of chain.
Okay. How much that cost?
That'd be 15 on a crowbar for
I
2,
was thinking about the crowbar.
and 2 locks for 20. So that'd be 25, 27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother says, "Damn, Brog, are we having some fun?"
So the
tonight or
same,
what?"
so the same old couple that Aethelred made these purchases from, they have those knickknacks at their table, and they say, yeah, sure, 110 gold, please.
So I'm gonna look over at Vekni and kind of.
I don't think Vekni ever went to that table.
Okay, I thought we were at the same table.
Aethelred's at the table.
And kind of angrily put my fist down, and I'm gonna be like, "This is no more than 20."
And I'd like to say, you gave me such a great deal. Why don't you give my buddy the same kind of deal? We're together.
So they look at each other, kind of disgusted, and they're like, why are you trying to lowball us? We just gave your friend a deal. And you can roll an intimidation, DC 13.
14. 18, sorry.
So, so 20 gold.
What are you buying?
2 feet of chain, 2 locks. I'm sorry, 3 feet of chain, 2 locks, and a crowbar.
I would like to make a purchase as well.
Sure.
I would like to buy a bag of ball bearings.
What's that?
Chain comes
1,000
in
ball
10
bearings.
piece for 5 gold.
Oh, it's 10.
How much that
I read
cost?
it wrong.
1 piece of gold.
Each or total?
No, for the whole bag.
Oh my god.
I thought it said per foot.
I want to
10
buy
10 feet is 5 gold.
a grapple hook for 2 pieces of gold.
Okay.
I'm going to buy see what else here. I know there was
Batman and shit over here.
Well, in this campaign, you can't miss.
Okay.
You remember that was so long. I don't even think I have that anymore. That stat for that.
You just auto made it.
Yeah, but like the specifics of it, I don't think I have it anymore.
Where'd it go? I stole it.
Yeah, I can see him over there holding up a book that says grappling hook traps. It's like, it's not about grappling hooks.
No, it was a homebrew thing from the pirate campaign.
I want to buy, what is SP? Silver piece, so 1 piece of gold, right? So
SP?
Yeah, silver piece.
Yeah, silver pieces.
Oh. It's asking for 1 silver.
We're just going to say 1 gold. We're only using gold.
I'm
Just to make it easier.
So I'm up to 3 gold pieces now. Okay. I'm going to buy 3 oil flask. It's for 5 pieces of gold.
Lube it up.
It's rough terrain, so it'll come in handy. And it's flammable.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What else we got here?
We haven't had like a nice break like this since we started playing again. This is nice.
It's kind of nice. Yeah.
It's been just constant.
Yeah, usually it's like, you're about to die. Roll some dice. Well, you need a break.
Yeah,
a little,
I like it.
A little break every now and then.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question, Dan.
Yeah.
So if there's like a rock wall or inside of a castle or something.
You're not, but okay.
But I'm saying if we were,
yeah,
and somebody were to bring a sledgehammer out, would that be capable of breaking through the wall?
You'd have to roll for it.
Walls
I
do
feel
have
like that'd
AC.
be a hard roll to make.
Walls do have AC, so you can tear down walls depending on the wall.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be difficult to do, but
yeah,
I'll let you try.
As I'm by Aethelred right now.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So knowing what happened to him, I'm gonna kind of put not my back to him, but kind of watch around and keep an eye out for people bumping into us.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, we're on alert now, so he warned us, so we should have an advantage.
Oh, actually, you reminded me.
Any type of theft.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2. What's your passive perception?
18.
Plus 10. What do you have? What items do you have?
If he already warned us, we would have been on alert, though.
Yep, I'll give you. I'll give you a disadvantage. Well, what items do you have?
What in my inventory?
Taking y'all shit.
Yeah, but you feel like he would have warned us. Like I would have been like.
I roll with disadvantage.
I don't think that's fair, but I'm gonna pull a Joe on you, but I'll let it go.
Just remember.
Why are you arguing with God? It don't work.
Listen, if you guys are just gonna let it happen, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Well, do we see it happen though?
I described before that there was just crowds of people. People were bumping into you guys or brushing against you.
Yeah, but
you guys do what you do.
as we're on alert, we're gonna keep our eyes open for people.
Yeah, so I roll with disadvantage.
Not while you're haggling.
I showed you my rolls, and I said with the modifier rolls.
But now the situation with
Aethelred
and I, can that still happen even though I'm on guard and
I roll with I just roll with disadvantage.
But I'm
I
not
don't think
letting
they
people
would even
buy
gotten
us.
close to us. So that's the thing. If we're all,
So I rolled twice.
Professionals.
I rolled twice and took the lowest roll. And your passive perception was, what did you say, 18 or whatever? My lowest roll is 22. So
passive perception.
yeah. So what do you have? What do you have on you?
I have a.
Tell me everything you got on you.
What do you mean on me? Like what I'm
Everything
wearing?
you got on you.
Tell
Tell me the first 8 things that are in your inventory.
Chainmail, longbow, shield, arrows, and a dagger.
Well, I can't hear you. So your longbow is. So you feel like lighter in your
Way to go, guys!
Yeah, you feel like lighter in your pack, and the longbow's gone.
Suddenly your underwear is missing.
Well, I'm gonna look around.
It's got a little drafty here.
And I'm gonna say, did you guys see anybody that looked out of the ordinary? That I'm missing something too. Did you guys see anything? Anybody that looked suspicious?
Why don't you roll investigation?
Wouldn't one of us roll investigation for him if he's asking us?
You roll advantage. DC 16.
I'll roll one. Sorry, that's not the right one. That would have worked out. Investigation. Yeah, I got it. 16.
You see this halfling girl with long red hair
Okay.
running down the bazaar holding a longbow.
I'm gonna chase her
and
and
try to
just-
kill her.
Wow.
You're gonna try to attack
I'm
her.
gonna kill her.
Alright.
I'm gonna take off her fucking head.
Time to battle.
Roll an unmodified d20.
Are we all by each other?
Picked a pain point there. Still in a bow from Barry.
Don't steal it from me, motherfucker.
It's right, look one again.
That is a 12.
8. Let me add this stuff to my inventory if we get into a battle real quick. And take my gold pieces away.
We can grapple and hook out of here.
So, so the unmodified roll, the girl got away.
I will kill you with a grappling hook.
She got away?
Yes.
Alright, so are we all by each other?
No, and Barry was trying to buy a bunch of stuff.
I already did. I bought it.
You bought all the stuff? Well, how much did it cost?
5 gold pieces.
All right, so
wait, hold on. I actually wanted to buy. I got grapple hook was $2, I think. The ball bearings were 1, and I got 2 wheel flasks for $1.
Really?
So I'm gonna buy actually 2 more bags of ball bearings. So that's gonna be $7.
So seven
so
gold
3 ball
total.
bearings, 1 grapple, 2 wheel.
So all these items are at this one particular stand where there's a drow, and he looks very, very old. He's decrepit, white hair, long white hair, and a ponytail, and doesn't seem like he really takes care of himself as far as like cleanliness. Doesn't bathe. He's stinky, wearing these brown model rags, and he goes, "Yes, these items are excellent. 80 gold." He says 80 gold.
For what?
They're trying to
for these items.
stuff that you want.
I bought it from at price. For
Yeah.
And he said he says those items.
You gotta
cost
haggle them
80
down.
gold.
So you gotta intimidate them.
I'm
Well, you don't have to intimidate.
I'm paying full price for it. Why would I haggle it?
So those prices are the DMG
He's asking
prices.
for more.
He's asking
I'm
for 80.
fuck off. Fuck off. I'm paying full price. What's your
Fuck
problem?
off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm paying.
Roll-
What, you mean pay more? You have it listed as $1. You mean pay fucking 70 for it? Fuck off. What the fuck is this guy doing? What's he talking about? I'm gonna fucking kill this dude.
The fucking
I think you guys for 5 and pay 80? What's this guy's problem?
I think Barry missed the past 10 minutes of house haggling.
Roll
You guys tried haggling this guy down.
Roll intimidation. Your DC is.
Wait, no. Hold on a second. You guys haggled him down on price. I'm paying full price.
No, everyone that they've tried to buy stuff
we
from
rolled
asked
for it,
more.
dude.
Right.
Yeah, like I wanted to buy $25 worth of shit. He said 127. I said no. I rolled and I paid $20 for it.
I'm gonna say the sign says this. I'm paying for that. Or
No,
you're
no,
fucking
there
dead.
is no sign. You're looking at the DMG. That's not the thing that's out.
Dude, you gotta
He's saying it costs 80.
You gotta ask to talk to his manager.
You're going to a garage
He's
sale.
saying
They're
it costs
jacking
80.
prices up.
Change Freyla
And you're gonna say what?
I'm gonna pay 10 gold pieces for everything.
No, he's saying it costs 80.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give you 10 gold or you're gonna die. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa!
Roll intimidation.
Pick a fucking personality.
Roll intimidation. Your DC is 14.
Intimidation?
Yes.
This is not gonna be good.
The least intimidated person in our group.
7.
Okay. He says.
He tells you to fuck off.
He says, you look like a very wealthy, noble lady, but I'm not that, and I want you to go fuck yourself. 80 gold, bitch.
I'm not giving you 80 gold.
Well, then you're not getting shit.
Well, let's fight.
Let's
You and me,
fight.
1-on-1. If I win, I get it for free.
I'm not. No.
No?
Jump up
What are
your
you, a
ass.
pussy?
Is he close to us or not?
You're not Lord Neck anymore. You're Freyla.
There's all kinds of people.
No.
Right.
So we can't hear what's going on. We're too far away.
I'm gonna say you guys are too far away.
That's the best line.
I'm pissed off because it's
And he takes his stuff
price.
and he pulls it away. No, it is
You know-
realistic that Freyla would be familiar that the things don't cost 80 gold.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I totally missed everything we're doing.
I decline. I don't want to fight you. But you're not getting these things.
You're a little bitch. Little bitch.
You're a bitch.
You're scared of a woman.
Do I need to call the guard?
You're a full-grown man. You're scared of a woman. What kind of man are you, you piece of shit?
I'm an old man.
Yeah, I'll kick your ass.
Real quick, on the side, Aethelred, are you buying anything else here? Because I think we should head out of here.
I'm good. No.
All right, so Aethelred and I are going to start walking towards the nearest exit.
I got my tinder box.
With-
It's not really an exit. It's an open area.
All right, well, we're walking out of the open
And
area.
I'm going like this and it says, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
So you can choose if you. So in D&D, if you would like to try to grab the stuff from him or attack him, you can.
Do it.
You can.
No.
Just like in Boulder's Gate, if you want to try to attack him, you can do whatever you want. He's saying no.
Let me check my stealth. Hold on.
There's no stealth. Just take it.
Deal it.
Where's it at?
It was on the table, and he like pulled it further down the table.
I'm gonna grab my shit and throw the 10 gold pieces in his face. And I'm gonna walk
I would throw 9 just to piss him off.
I'm not gonna have you roll sleight of hand, You grab the things, and he goes, "Guards! Guards!"
Okay.
Damn it.
Now what do you do?
I just keep walking.
Run like a bitch.
Okay.
Back with hat sunglasses on. You'll never know it's me.
It works in Marvel.
So you make it about, let's say, towards the outer skirts of the area of the bazaar. And these 3 high elf guards wearing Queensgrace colors, powder blue, white, and pink. They have the slay sigil of a burning tower on their breast, and they're armored. And they approach you, and they say, "Miss, I believe you stole some items from one of our
I say
stores."
I'm not a thief. He is the thief. He's trying to charge me too much money for items. I know what they're worth. I gave him money what it's worth.
Miss,
He's trying to rip me off.
It's up to you to dictate the prices.
Well, you.
Oh, real Barry's coming out now.
You're gonna have to return the items, or you're gonna have to spend the night in the Queensgrace jail.
Just one night? Do I get to keep the items?
No.
No.
That's not how it works.
So wait, I stole this car, but I'm going to spend a week in jail? Do it.
I get to keep it, right? Totally worth it.
So, against my will, I will go back and return the items.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going to fight the freaking guard shit.
Okay. Okay. So you return the items. Okay. And he gives you the 10 gold back.
And I still flip them off.
Achievement failed.
I did miss all that. I was looking at the book. I like totally missed all that.
It's an improvement.
I'm like, why is he haggling me up? What the hell's going on here?
Everyone had to haggle.
So the prices in the book are not the prices in the bazaar.
Oh, okay.
He said to look at the price, the book, to see what kind of items are there.
Oh. Right.
And then you give me the prices so I have an idea of what they're worth.
Yeah, there was $5 worth of shit. 80
Charge
gold
you
pieces?
Yeah.
Whatever.
You could have tried to haggle
What's
and
his
stuff,
name?
but you're trying to just kill him.
What's this guy's name?
You never asked him.
Yeah, you just went off the fucking handle. You know what? This stuff's probably worth 30 gold. I'm gonna charge him 80. 80. Fuck you, you piece of shit!
I agree. Murder!
That's funny.
Burn in hell.
I'm gonna hunt that guy down like a fucking dog.
You gotta sleep sometime.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
Said the princess.
So I'm still there, right? What time is it?
If you
Meanwhile,
want to be there,
back at the tavern,
I'm killing this guy.
go for it.
He's dead.
are you attacking?
Broad daylight?
No, I'm gonna stalk him. He will die.
Alright, well,
Are you a noble lady?
Nobody's nuts.
not today. Not today, Dan.
Alright.
I would like to go to Lord Camembert.
It's a fun session.
I am like a teenage girl, right? So I'm gonna go off the fucking handle.
Are you how old are you?
Yeah, I'm like 80 years old or something, but I'm an elf. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab Brogdor and head towards Camembert.
Towards the school magic or towards the keep?
Who was saying?
Where
like
would I
maybe
assume he'd be?
17, something like
You
that.
know that
maybe?
his image is always in the is always in the school magic.
I'll go there.
Alright, we're on the magic shop. Or school magic.
Well, I want to talk to him because he's the one that gave us the mission to go down and get rid of the demon portal.
Right.
We need, instead of us going back down through it, we can ask him if it's closed.
And I'm gonna walk past again and take note of that guy's appearance.
So he's old.
Make
He's
one
a drow.
sketch.
He looks really old. And he's got this white hair and a ponytail.
Okay.
And he's got these brown like model robes on. He looks very old.
Okay. This might be the one note I actually take in D&D.
So is anyone who's going with Vekni here?
I was, and I think I'm with Aethelred, so I'm sure
Yeah, we'll go.
Aethelred's coming.
Yeah, I guess we'll
Yeah.
All of you? Okay. So you approach this Camembert School Magic on the map. It's a large blue painted building, and above the front door is a sign that reads Camembert's School of Magic.
I think it's Cumberbatch. I think you're saying it wrong.
Camembert.
Camomile.
Okay. So you enter into the building, and you see a line of doors on both sides of a wide hallway. And at the end of this hallway is a stairwell. And Vekni's familiar that you have to go up a few flights of stairs to get to his office.
Yep. I go that way.
Do we have to talk to receptionist first, or can we just?
There's no reception.
Okay.
There's no one at reception or anything like that. This is a school. It's kind of empty. There's not really anybody there right now.
Here to see Cumberbatch today.
You've met many graduates
Sign in.
of School Magic, including Sam Anders,
Fuck him.
Lavender, and others.
Yeah, I'm 60.
Is this like the community college of magic?
As an elf. So that's what?
I mean, it's only magic school.
Something like that. Yeah.
So you climb all the way to the top floor. And you see that at the top of the stairway, there's a large door, which has this. It's like a yellow door, and there's all these paintings of various cheeses on the door.
Alright, go in.
Okay, you open the door, and you see you're in a large room, and there's this huge wooden desk, and a metal tray of assorted cheeses are on the desk, pushed towards like your side of the desk, not towards the side of the person that's sitting there. And behind the desk, there was a gnome sitting, wearing yellow robes with a head of curly white hair. Behind the desk is this glass, what appears to be like some kind of glass wall, and beyond the glass wall are many bookcases, rows and rows and rows of bookcases stuffed with books and scrolls.
Lord Camembert.
Are you guys familiar with the cantrip thaumaturgy?
Yes.
Not really.
Makes like
I've never heard of that.
Really loud.
In this ridiculously, impossibly loud, bellowing voice, you hear echoing across this whole room. You hear, "Hello, Vekni! Good to see you again!"
And Vekni covers her ears and goes, "Is that really necessary?"
I think this is perfectly necessary after what you've accomplished.
What is it? Why we're here? I want you to check to make sure that the portal is still closed.
He says, I watched your trials. I watched your battles in the dungeon, and I must say, and it's like it actually hurts your ears. It's so loud. The Royal Council and I are quite impressed. Echoing all over the walls. You failed to clear the dungeon as I asked. And you failed to defeat the demon warden, leading the fiends inside. But you did manage to close the demon portal. And you also managed to prevent those Eldorians from stealing the pink artifact after they revealed they were betraying our queen's trust. Now, in a more normal voice, he says, Queen Inez and the Royal Council had been torn as to what we should do in this war. On one side, once the way into King Lorien's Valley is opened, Her Majesty's High Council has considered many things. Whether we should wed the Queen to Prince Landon Lorien, whether we should seek out a betrothal with the invading army and with King One, should we make amends with Hainsworth and ally with Chaos? Should we fence it, hole up in Queensgrace and stay put, forming our own nation and waiting to see what happens? Or should we form an alliance with another group? With your good service, saving our city from the demon portal, I have been permitted to give the lot of you the greatest of all rewards. Your group may discuss and cast the deciding vote. You will decide what Queen Inez Cordova of Slay will do from here. Our fate is yours to decide. I await your answer.
I want him dead. That's what I want. I want that man dead.
This guy?
No, the shopkeeper.
It's really not that important.
He's saying that you guys get to decide what this kingdom does.
Well, I believe that Queen Inez should hear out the King Un.
Well, hearing him out is not. That's so. Oh, okay. Is
Right.
that what you all have decided?
Wait, what are the options again? Sorry.
The King of One, which is an invading army. Prince Lorien, who is like 15 and has nobody underneath him, but the Lorien name or the Lorison name has been for centuries in charge of this country. And then Hainsworth was
is the leader of a group called Chaos.
the one that we were in, where we were fighting zombies in a dungeon or in a graveyard for weeks.
To make it simple, he's saying that as a reward, so the queen doesn't know what to do going forward. She wants to take control of the kingdom, and she doesn't know how to proceed. She's saying as a reward for you guys closing the demon portal, you guys get to pick what she does. Simple as that. And pretty much whatever you guys decide is what they'll do.
Well,
And you guys could discuss. And he's like, he kind of seems like that and lets you guys discuss among yourselves what you guys want to do.
well, her goal is to retake the kingdom, and the Queensgrace army and rangers are not enough to fight against Vega. And Prince Lorraine came with nothing. So maybe his name can rally some families, but it's not enough to go against Vega. I think the army of one that is an invading force, but they would be the best chance for the queen to sit on the throne.
Couldn't they leverage these religious nuts, make an army?
I don't think there's
Cult
enough.
army?
There's not enough for that.
Outside of the game, I'm going to. You know more about everything that's going on than I do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you two are technically outsiders, so you wouldn't know what's going on.
Not just technically.
So in the game, I'm going to be like, Vekni, I trust your decision with this. I'll pass my vote to you.
Now I'm gonna say I asked one thing. That shopkeeper, I want his life. That's the only thing I asked.
Well, he is a drow, so.
I want his life, and I want my shit that I paid for.
Did you?
All this shit.
Did you? Man, you were on something tonight. A vengeance tour.
I did close the portal after all. I think I'm owed that. This fucking peasant.
I will not stop you from killing a drow.
I want permission from these people that I take his life.
What do you think, Vekni?
I've already stated that if she wants a chance to beat the Fury Lords, then it would probably to side with the army of Un.
I give you my vote.
Yeah, okay. What I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
honestly
I don't have
know.
anything to say. I just
don't
want to
know.
kill this motherfucker. That's it.
My natural inclination is to form your own nation, but if that's not going to be enough to.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
can vote and decide.
I mean,
so the thing is, he's saying the queen is so this is out of the game.
Okay.
So he's saying the queen doesn't know what to do,
And
and as a reward of and seeing your guys' valor. So this guy Camembert, it was explained before. He has this able to vision. He can see anything in the city that's happening. He can watch it. He watched your guys' trials and tribulations in the dungeon, and he's saying that whatever you guys decide together, their kingdom will follow. So you don't have to. So you guys could vote. There's all kinds of different avenues. Form their own kingdom and just sit here and just chill. That's fine. Join the invading. So there's this army of one that's invading from a foreign land. There is they currently have possession of the prince, the son of the former king. So trying to support his claim, marry him. There's other factions too to join. All kinds of any alliance that you've met in this adventure so far, anything you guys want to do, if you guys can agree to on what you want them to do, they will do. It's giving you a tremendous amount of agency over this group.
Yeah, I vote marry the demon mage. Have an astral alliance.
If that's what you want to decide.
do you have any input? You've been here. You know what's going on.
A lot of this stuff was
before.
Most of it was before
Okay.
I joined.
Does anybody want to maybe call Joe and get his opinion on things?
You can.
He's not here.
You can.
He's been here a long time.
We phone a friend.
You can.
How do you feel about that, Kevin?
Kevin's voting join Un. That's what Kevin's doing.
because when we were in the Un camp, or the one camp, who was I talking to?
Probably Wield, probably or
Wield.
Winter, one of those.
One of them. He wanted Henry dead, and he wanted to.
Lorien dead also. Prince Lorien.
Henry, Lorien dead, and to ally with
King One, of course.
No, for King One to ally with Queen Inez.
Yep.
And he offered like crazy gifts.
Yeah. Do you have any motivation for your decision of what you want to do? Like any, like out of game?
Out of game motivation. When we were in the camp, the one camp, the Wield or whoever we were talking to offered Vekni a lot of shit if she can accomplish this.
Sure. And Vekni, she's gonna do what suits her.
Yeah. He offered her a whole armada with the fastest ship that they have, the best ship that they have, and she's a pirate, and their ship was stolen. So
I think he offered to give you any city. Once they conquer the kingdom.
He offered Queensgrace
City.
and then he offered ships for Vekni.
To have like your own like pirate crew again. Yeah, it's probably something like that.
It's gotta be Joe, right?
Yeah. If they conquer the kingdom, what's one city?
Yeah, exactly.
This kingdom has tons of cities.
Yeah, they offered Soren and Vekni Queensgrace, and
What you guys do in
and
your
then they pulled me aside and said if I killed Henry, that I would get.
I think it was Prince Lorien they wanted you to assassinate. Actually.
No, it was Henry.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
it was Lorien.
I don't know. You could look it up, but I'm almost positive it was Henry.
I'm almost positive it was the prince.
Maybe
the prince.
That definitely looks like.
No, because remember I was
Because
talking.
the prince
oh,
by
it was
right.
the prince.
Because the prince by right actually is the.
Yep.
Think Game of Thrones, right? The prince by right is the rightful ruler of the kingdom right now.
True, you're right.
And
I
he's
just
right
hate.
King 1.
I just hate Henry.
What do you
It was Lauren.
Do you think Soren should have a voice in this?
I think so.
I do too.
Well, he's not here, so get fucked.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is a pretty serious.
I think it is too.
He's offering to give you this, so whatever you guys decide here, he's going to agree with.
Well, what time is it?
I think
he's at work till 11.
Call him.
Text.
Just call him.
Yeah, give him a call. I think he's on the stream.
See what he says.
That can only be him.
It's not him.
It could
be
drastically change the trajectory of the
That's what I'm
campaign.
saying. They have the most invested in this campaign, so I feel like he should have a vote.
And out of areas that they've been in so far in this multi-year campaign, Queensgrace is the place they've been in the most, and the place that they like the characters the most.
If not, can we table it and come back to it and just kind of do something else for the time being?
You could delay your answer, I suppose.
Lord Camembert, can we have some time to discuss this? This is a lot to make a decision on.
It's your reward, but Vekni, I will caution you to
3 minutes.
stay away from the keep for now, because you and Soren specifically will be arrested if you enter the keep.
What is
It's
it?
not something I can control.
What is the keep?
The castle.
It's not something I can control. It has to do with those of CLAD that came here recently, and some accusations against you. There would be a trial, but you will be arrested if you enter the keep. I don't recommend you go there right now. You or Soren. Your friends are fine to go there. I trust you, and I like you, and I actually don't believe the accusations against you, but I have little say as of right now.
How do you not have little say? Aren't you on the council?
I am on the council. I am but one vote of many. As you recall, the council has many members. And unfortunately, a man that is predisposed against you, a certain Lord Charles Henry, is very against you.
Which is weird, because I'm the reason he's here.
I would say that you'd have to talk to him about that. But if you try to,
talk
you'll
to
be
old
arrested.
Chuck. See what's going on.
Your friends will not be arrested if they enter the keep.
But I've only helped them, and I've only ever helped Queen Inez, and she does not support my claim either.
You don't need to convince me. I'm already in your corner.
Thanks, Keith is a nerd. Is that your wife?
She would not put enough interest.
No.
in doing that.
Yeah.
And Selena has never watched any of our streams ever. So.
Thanks to you, Dan, with your little freaking TikToks. Kelly saw the anime voice.
Can I go up to Lord Camembert? I can never remember his name. Camembert. And go to him and kind of talk to him and be like, look, I was hoping as part of a possible secondary reward for us. We've encountered a lot of menacing beasts and demons and creatures of all types down that dungeon, and a number of us took a lot of damage, and it was a tough battle doing your bidding down there. Is there anything you can cast on my armor to help protect against certain things?
Nice.
So the fate of our kingdom isn't enough of a reward for you to have after you failed to clear the dungeon as I asked.
We tried to clear it out.
I watched. I know.
It was tough. Did you see that frog?
It was hard, so you avoid a lot of battles.
That frog was crazy.
And what happened to the frog? Did you even hurt it? Did you even hit it?
I was unable to because I was too busy taking damage from fireball shots.
I did.
I like fireball shots.
My girl.
Lord Camembert, is there any way you could repair these gloves?
By asking for shit.
Yes, I can repair them, but that would take place of your other reward.
Damn, I guess I'm not getting this man's
I cantrip. Damn. I don't know. Alright, I'll find someone else who can do it.
I'm gonna say to him, since you see all, did you see the very rude shopkeeper that was overpricing and trying to steal from me?
You mean
the old drow that was overpricing 10 times the price what it's worth? Did you witness that by any chance?
your interactions with Jockin? I saw it.
What's that?
Your interactions with Jockin?
Yes.
I saw it. What about it?
Would you have a problem if I take his life?
I would prefer you not to kill citizens of ours.
But I did close the portal, yes.
Especially not for haggling.
Sure. How about
Which
this?
is legal,
How about this?
by the way.
You're free to take his life without any repercussions if you take that as your reward. For
No.
No. I'll
take it.
withdraw. Yeah, man. Yes.
Done deal. Let's shake on it.
Do you know what's happened since?
What's that?
Well, after you left, the Eldorians that you told to fight with you left as well. And the Shadow Knight and the other demon, now that the demon portal is closed, no more demon reinforcements will be coming, which is a great victory for Queensgrace. Yeah. They have been rallying the rest of the demons that have entered the dungeons, and they intend at some point to strike out into the world and obtain the pink items.
But how many was still?
I just put my little padlock on the door. Sorry.
Well, there was many creatures in the dungeons, but as far as those that have been rallied so far, I can give you an exact number. Give me a moment.
Actually, I got an easier ask. That won't be so demanding of them.
I thought he was telling me the shopkeeper died of a heart attack.
But I mean, we could always go down there. You have banishment, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I have it in quite a
so
few
just go down there.
levels. Too.
You get a banishment. You get a banishment.
I can only do it once.
You get a banishment.
I can do it multiple times.
Oh
well.
I can do it multiple times actually.
Hey, you're a half caster, but he can do it, and Soren can do it.
The Shadow Knight, known as Death Reaver, and that remaining demon mage that did not perish in your battle, teamed up with the Lord of the Sitar, Issakarna, and his minions, as well as
Are those the ones that were gatekeeping the door?
Yes, as well as the group of kobolds that you battled multiple times.
Those goddamn kobolds.
And on top of the elite kobold warriors from Azamel that you fought, there's also a sizable army of what they call in Azamel Knight of Barrets. I believe your friend Aethelred fed them. And there was over a dozen of them as well.
Not nice and strong.
Food and drink.
They have all gathered together and are searching out more additional demons throughout the dungeons. And once they have everyone together, they're going to strike out into our world to search for items.
Boy. Well, we'll be sure to be out of here when that happens.
And I'm going to ask him if we cast these demons to where they belong, what will we get for this now?
If we were to kill all those demons?
Yes.
Name your price.
So on top of the choice for
his life.
I was going to say kill the shopkeeper.
You
could just kill him instead of going to the dungeon, but why not? Why not?
No, I'm asking if we take this extra step to clear the dungeons.
Of all that?
There's no way we could all that.
They're all together.
How many is there?
Now it's
this doesn't matter. It's like
they were split up into different rooms.
Now they're all coming out.
Now they're all at once.
Let's go.
Well, I wonder why Dan took the time to put them all there like that.
Yeah, because we're gonna face them sooner or later.
Right.
Camembert. What if we collapse the dungeons?
Dynamite.
Ooh. How do we collapse the dungeon?
You'd have to do it quickly. My understanding is that this Shadow Knight intends to leave within 3 days' time. You'd have to do it soon.
Well, in town is where can I get dynamite and
explosives?
All the explosives I knew of you have in your possession already. I believe Chaos brought them.
Well, we didn't take all of them because we couldn't carry.
You took all of them.
Couldn't carry.
You took all of them.
Oh shit! You don't have any type of bombs, any explosive potions or anything that we could use to collapse this.
What if we flood it?
No potions, no.
What if we flood the dungeons?
How?
Yeah.
Is there a river nearby?
Yeah.
So there's a river right down the outside of the...
It's more like a moat.
Yeah. We could flood them. Drown them.
There was a hole leading to the outside. Did that come out to the river?
It did.
That hole leads out to the woods on the outskirts of our city. And that is Death Reaver's plan on how to bring his demons out. I believe right now they're assembling right outside that hole.
Are they still in the dungeon or are they outside?
They're in the hole. They're in the dungeon right now. I would also like to mention that your friends, Rarick, Lavender, as well as another member of their group that reunited with them, someone by the name of Bad Danny. They're all together and alive. Wins-a-lot is also alive still.
Did he join that group?
No, he's unconscious still. But they intend to torture and murder him once he awakes.
Yeah, shit happens.
I may have it. How many days are they planning on leaving? 3 days, you said?
3 days.
3 days. On Tier the 4th.
I don't think I have any dynamite left. I gave all my dynamite to Joe to blow up the demon portal.
I think he used it.
Yeah, I don't have any more.
While we were shopping in your very lovely bazaar, it seems like the 2 friends here have been pickpocketed. I'm sure you saw that happen.
Yes, unfortunately, I'd say about 2 months ago, there was a certain goblin that burned down several hovels in the residential districts. He left many orphans and many homeless, and there are some struggling people here in our city.
Goblin Jesus did that?
The goblin was once friends with Vekni.
Is he in possession of the things that they stole from us?
No, this goblin's no longer in the city. It's some of the orphans and homeless that he left behind.
Well, no.
this week.
Yeah, but are the weapons themselves that were stolen from us? Are they
Oh,
still
yes,
here?
they're still in the city.
Can we get them?
Sure.
Can you tell us where they are?
Would demons be considered celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead?
Fiends.
Fiends.
I can block them in there.
Wow.
I have a spell hollow. It's until dispelled. It takes no concentration. It takes nothing. They can't pass it.
We could dispel it.
You can dispel it.
Huh?
They got demon mage, and I'm pretty sure they can handle that.
I don't think they had dispel.
You never saw their stats.
It's until until
You didn't
dispelled.
see the demon mages, you saw the magic knights.
How long does it last?
Until dispelled. There's no time.
Because weren't they just constantly
see
dispelling
where
each
they're
other's
doing it,
dispels?
They're
It's a
character
60
spell.
foot.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Up to a 60-foot radius.
But you have to see where you're doing this.
Touch. Yeah, you gotta be there.
Yeah, so you got to be in front of all of them.
Well, no, on the outside where they're planning on exiting, we could seal it there.
But it's water. You have to swim down to where they're trying to come out.
True. Didn't you swim up there, Vekni, with your rebreather or whatever? You swam down the hole and you came out of that.
That's where the frogs were. Yep.
But once you got past that tunnel, it was clear. So they were planning on going out that way through that passageway and coming out.
In the tunnel.
No.
Then where are they planning on coming out at?
In the one room that had the stairwell that led to the 3rd floor, there was a hole in the wall that led to like trees and like bushes and stuff like that. You guys never explored out there, but it seemed like it was outside.
I can find the fastest path there, and we can seal it up.
Sure. But how are we going to seal it?
I can use this spell.
Yeah, but you won't be able to make it down there.
He said it leads to the outside.
Just seal
There's
the
trees
front
there.
door.
It leads to the outside, so we can get there from the ground level.
Right, but it goes to a lake.
No, he said there's trees on the other side of the passageway.
Plus, everyone knows demons can't swim.
There's no way they're all naked.
They're allergic to water.
It leads to the outside. There's a hole in a wall on the 3rd floor that leads to the outside. There's trees on the other side.
Where on this map is the hole?
You don't know.
I have a spell.
But where on this map is the hole?
Nice. Switch.
He sees all. He should know where it is.
This is true.
It's to the north, right behind the keep.
This might ruin all Dan's plans.
I still don't know how you're going to do this.
So, If they have
It's on the outside
now that
wall,
there's this
and
opening
there's
to the
trees on the
outside,
side, so we go there on the outside.
why doesn't
I
the
seal
queen
it up.
send her army
They
in?
can't pass through it until it's dispelled.
Especially if you know what's there and you know the portal is closed. So there's no more reinforcements coming.
I agree with you, Becky, but I am but one voice, and there are many.
What are they more concerned about?
The issue is that there are many conflicting objectives and priorities. Lady Rose is concerned with Tiger Keg and what's going on within his body, and the one called the Parasite. Lord Shilter is concerned with appeasing Lord Henry. Queen Inez is concerned with whether or not she should wed King Lorne or Prince Lorien.
Look it up, Paolo.
Joey McGriggins is concerned with money. Descartes is concerned with who knows what. I worry about the people here in the city, and I've been agreeing with almost everything you've said, really. But as I said, I'm one voice.
Well, you have one voice, but you have powerful magics. Is there nothing you can do?
To stop the monsters?
To seal it.
Unfortunately, that's beyond my power.
You don't have any... I don't know how else to explode things.
I don't have any exploding magics. I'm very good at illusions and things of that nature. I could probably delay them.
And it has a second too.
If I was to channel all my magics, I could maybe delay them for half a day, if at most. If I focused all my energies on that, but that's about it.
So you can have extra-dimensional interference.
How close is the water to this opening?
Or use interplanar means. You can do fear, silence, tongues, anything on top of the spell.
There's a brief wood line and then the moat. I believe that you and your companions have already traveled down the moat when you escaped through the Victor Valley. Or I'm sorry, when you escaped through the Queensgrace sewers some time ago, a couple months ago. If you don't recall,
I remember with
there was a prisoner Rothschild that you.
He doesn't know any of that.
Yes,
we were with Stripe.
Yes, he does.
We were with Stripe.
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't know.
Or I could mold stone and make it solid
can't see
so
what
they
you
can't get out too.
Yeah.
If that's an easier way to do it.
You have...
Huh?
What did you have mold stone? You could seal it up that way.
We do it that way too, yeah.
All right, let's talk about this dungeon for a second. So,
do you have that water spell where you can move water? Because we can seal it up where there's a small hole and just fill the thing with water.
Yeah, but you can only move so much water. It's not like a...
You can redirect it though.
You can redirect, yeah.
So there's 3 ways into this dungeon. There's the front door.
Mm-hmm.
There's that hole on the second level, or whatever level it's on.
Yep.
And then there's that secret passage to the water, where the frog was.
Yep.
So how are we going to block all 3 exits?
We don't have to worry. I don't think we'd have to worry about the water one.
No.
The only thing we have to worry about is the frog. Because I'm pretty sure demons need to breathe. And the only reason I can make it is because I had that thing on that let me breathe underwater.
So where did you say they're all gathering?
I think he said the second floor, somewhere near the hole.
Can they fit through that hole?
We gotta swim out.
Yeah, it's a big opening.
Second floor where the stairs were to get down to the 3rd floor.
And they are on the second floor or 3rd floor?
Second.
Well, we could seal them in with the your rock spell. And then you can cast that other spell on the outside of the rock.
This is true.
That might not be permanent, but it will definitely slow them down.
Where was it?
What about the main door?
There's the main door. It's already locked. And they haven't been able to get out of it before. They've been locked in there behind the main door for long. Let's go try to seal this hole. Freyla can do it.
Okay.
Where, how are you approaching it?
From the south.
From outside? From inside? Like where you go?
Well, it'd be easier to go to it from outside.
Okay.
Do you want to get your bow and arrow back when we're done? We can go kill some kids. I think there's one of two ways it's going right now. Dan's going, crap, they figured it out, or there's no way this is going to work.
Dan, you should play poker.
I'm not good at poker.
Yeah, well, you got the face for it.
He's got the face for radio.
Ow.
Wait, I have a voice for print.
I was gonna say me too. I have a voice for like print media.
Joker.
I mean, they're worried about the demons getting out, not necessarily them being down there.
Yeah, we're just if they're down, and they can't get out, so they're no home.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, he loses a few spell slots which we can get back.
Yeah, it's the worst case scenario.
So let's go there. See what we can do.
Okay.
So you guys walk out the front gates of Queensgrace.
No. Once we get outside of Camembert's School of Magic, I'm going to pull out my figurine of Wondrous Power and throw it and say whatever the magic word is.
Huzzah!
And a giant owl will come out. It'll last 8 hours.
And carry all of you?
I don't know. Probably not, but it's not like it has to go far, so it can make multiple trips.
Dan's like, I wasn't prepared to have the pack of werewolves attack you, but I guess it's happening now.
The town hanging out, it gets kind of old after a while. You want to be like adventuring, doing something. It doesn't all have to be fighting. I like figuring out puzzles and traps and shit like that, and then some fighting, and then whoring and whatever. You know, you're in town.
Definitely not
restocking.
They can carry up to 900 pounds.
900 pounds.
I think I'm pretty light.
Does that cover all you think?
Just say
Probably, right?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I think I'm like 100.
I'm 100 and some pounds.
Alright. So you guys fly north over the keep, and you land.
Doesn't sound right though. That seems crazy.
Well, there's a giant fucking owl, man.
Well, a giant eagle can carry 480. I'd probably say that's the same.
Well, Dan is okay 900 pounds, so let's go with that.
That's what it says. And you land behind the keep, behind the wall. And you can see up about, I'm going to say about 60 feet up in the air, there is clearly a hole in the walls of Queensgrace. It's a very, very stark, obvious hole.
It's a tall wall. Fuck.
They've
60 feet.
So this isn't like a new thing. Characters have died falling from this wall in the past.
Okay.
Their adventure.
Does that look steep to you?
There's like a moat all around it.
Alright, so I'll take
top view. No.
I'll fly Freyla on the owl up to the hole and start your magic.
So we get to the hole. I'm gonna assess it. How big is this hole?
I'd say it's about 20 feet wide.
Damn.
It's a pretty large hole.
So I'll have to come back tomorrow.
Don't you think that somebody would have patched that shit up? The maintenance guy would be like, "Fuck, this hole's huge."
Maybe we can leave an anonymous tip at the keep.
Freyla, roll a nature roll.
Big
DC
fucking
is
hole.
12.
Roll what? Nature.
Nature.
12. Right on the dick.
So you can determine based on the dust and the cracks and whatnot in the wall that this appears to be pretty new. Probably only a couple days old.
Okay.
What appears to be new?
The hole.
Oh. But didn't you just say that this hole's been around, that they've been pushing people out of it and people have been dying out of it?
No, what I was saying was that
the wall.
The wall, like these tall walls.
Oh.
So there was an adventure where they were in the sewers of Queensgrace, and then they rappelled down this wall to get to like the moat, and a character died. An NPC died, and other characters took damage.
Stripe used an acid potion to melt the grating in the sewer, leading to the exterior of Queensgrace. The adventurers struggled to climb down the 120 feet to the water below. Stripe tied Rothschild to Prince's back, who then began to rappel down the cliff face. As Prince and Rothschild were approximately 50 feet from the bottom, Prince slipped and fell. Prince used Rothschild to break his fall, which killed him.
So.
But that was like in real time, like 4 years ago or something. 3 years ago. It was a long time ago.
So it's like it's 20 feet diameter. What are we talking about?
Yeah, 20 feet.
Like is it a square, round? What's
Square.
the shape?
It's a square.
So 20 feet
that's 4 or 5 by 4.
And the room beyond appears to be very clearly occupied. You could see many creatures inside.
Okay, well, my first thing is I'm going to cast Hollow on it.
Okay. Roll a stealth roll. Your DC is 12.
6.
What level spell is hollow?
What's that?
What level spell is hollow?
That is a level 5, I believe.
Okay. Alright. So go ahead.
Yeah.
So it happens.
So I'm going to cast it. Let me see if I can form it or if it's just a circle. You can touch a point and infuse the area around it with a holy or unholy power. The area can have a radius up to 60 feet. And the spell... Let's say... And the spell fails...
If it's already under the hollow spell, which is...
Okay, yeah, so... I don't know if I can shape it.
A radius 60 feet, so a 60-foot circle, essentially.
Yeah, so... I'm going to place it so the radius is...
We're going to do a 60-foot radius on the outside of the wall, centering that point, so it covers even more of the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to bring it out a little bit.
5 feet's the most you could do, it sounds like. I'm reading it.
5 feet what, hollow?
It says 60-foot radius.
60-foot radius.
For hollow. Were you still looking at
Where's
stone?
this? I don't see... Oh, hollow. I'm sorry, I'm looking at stone shape.
Yeah, stone shape is 5. So I have to do it 4 times to close it up.
So this is a spell that you have prepared?
Yeah.
Touch.
It's been prepared. I've been waiting to use it ever since I made this character.
Oh, what the fuck is this bullshit?
You like it?
Is it Tiny Hut?
No. Wait, what?
Oh, I love it.
You could... I technically could just cast this and just... We could be done with it.
We could, but I mean, I was going to close the hole up over here.
Holy area.
Cast what?
Hollow and just...
Casting
say...
Both can do it?
Casting time's 24 hours.
Right, we have 3 days.
It takes you 24 hours to cast the spell.
Right.
We have 3 days.
You can sit there for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I'm just reading it.
So are you saying that he has to literally sit there
Yes.
with his hand on the wall?
Yes.
Okay. So latch on, we'll see you today.
All right, going back to the whorehouse. Catch up with you tomorrow.
All right, so let's do a thing. This is a really cool spell. Actually, so if you're successful here, right? I'm kind of asked out. Who is the rest of you guys? Where are you in relation to Freyla when she starts doing this?
Right next to her.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was on the owl.
So you're right next to Freyla as well.
Did you drop us off?
Yeah. It was, I said we landed on the ground, and then I flew Freyla and myself up.
Oh, so I guess we're on the ground
So
then.
make sure you guys are not standing in the radius of the spell, because I think I know what he's trying to do. Just saying.
I guess we're on the ground then.
Well, the radius, if the hole is here, right? Like I'm gonna.
Well, you use this house, so...
Yeah, but none of us are affected by that spell.
I can exclude certain people from the spells. So like if the thing is here, the hole the radius is gonna come out like this a little bit.
No, I'm saying do this. Hold on, let's just...
It's also range is touch as well.
Yeah.
So if you're...
Isn't the hole really high? Yeah.
So the hole's a 20-foot hole, 60 feet up, right, Dan?
Yeah.
All right. So what I can do is I can give him the chains that I bought.
I have a grappling hook. I can throw it up there.
He has his grappling hook.
Oh,
Well,
I
no,
didn't
'cause
get it.
you gotta...
I gotta kill that motherfucker to get it from him. I never bought it. That's right.
So I'm gonna give him
Also,
the
he
chains
has a
that I
2-foot
bought
chain.
and
Or whatever.
other instruments that I may have that we need to secure, kind of like a resting spot on the side of the wall where he needs to be.
Okay.
So he could be there by himself and hang out, literally. So if this is the hole in the wall,
Probably have to roll a not
and
fall
this is
check
your
every once in a
spell.
while.
Yeah.
I would think.
this way, so it's literally just going up and down, covering 60 feet basically from the ground.
You're right.
Actually, no, it'd be 6 feet up.
And the
so
owl lasts
go-
8 hours?
What's that?
And the owl lasts 8 hours. Alright.
So I see you're gonna do it this way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
this
So
makes
here's the hole. So technically, this would go 30 feet up from the ground, start there and go 30 feet up past the hole.
It doesn't say directional, which direction.
Yeah, so you can put it like this. So I'm going to secure you on a chain.
Okay.
Against the wall. Vekni's going to fly up with the owl. We're going to get the chain in there. Fly you back up. You're going to lay down the chain.
It's crazy.
You're going to put your spell like this against the hole, covering the hole and the surrounding area.
Yep.
You're going to hang out for 24 hours. We're going to get some hookers.
Okay.
Get some hookers.
We'll see you back in 24 hours and your spell's done. And then the hole's blocked off. Please.
So as I said, this room is populated with things, with monsters.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
They don't have to see me. I'm not through the hole. I'm below the hole, and the radius is going to cover.
So he could technically be.
They would have no idea I'm there.
30 feet off or 20 feet off the side of the hole, and they can't see him.
Touch.
He's touching where it starts.
The wall.
Yeah, so if the hole's here,
60 foot.
he could be here and still touching the rock next to it.
Yeah, so if the hole is there, he could literally be over here against the wall, away from the windows, and he can go 60 feet out that way.
So Barry, Freyla, this is going to be so super roll dependent.
How's it roll dependent?
Yeah, it should not be roll dependent.
It is going to be.
How?
Because you're hanging off a fucking wall.
Yeah.
He's secured. I have 30.
This is what we're going to do. So for the
Wait,
first,
hold on, I'm not done. Give me a second.
okay.
But if I have a whole bunch of chain, and basically almost make like a sling,
Do you understand? There's an army of monsters in this room.
They don't know.
they don't
I
see
don't
us.
understand how there's a room attached to the wall.
Because it's the dungeon. This is the outside. This is right outside the
30
dungeon.
feet up.
Correct.
Dungeons are underground. Correct.
Yeah, but this is on a hill, and then there's the way when we went around it. There's like 80, 100 feet of ground, and then the 20, 30 feet of wall.
Okay. That
Now-
I didn't understand.
But now if we stay away from that opening and any other windows, they don't
You can't
know.
stay away from the opening because you have to touch it.
No, you don't.
It's a radius.
A 60-foot radius.
Yeah.
Starting
so
at
the
one
center
point.
of my touch is the center of the radius. I have 30
So-
feet in,
so
any
if-
direction.
Correct.
So if the hole is here,
I'm not just going to be inside the hole.
Oh,
like, hey,
so you could be
guys.
60. So you could be 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah, so we're gonna cover. So it's a 20-foot square, right?
Does anybody have invisibility?
So are you like on the ground? Where
Yeah.
where are you?
Wait, let me try to explain. So
I don't think it
we're
lasts
20-foot
very
square,
long.
right?
Yes.
You said.
Yes.
All right. So
And how high is the hole?
he's gonna be 20 feet away from it,
How high is the hole?
60 feet
Okay.
up.
It's 60 feet. Okay, 60 feet up.
I don't think you'd be 20 feet away because it's still touch.
Well, wait.
It's touching. You're touching
So
the surface.
Yes.
Yeah.
20 feet away, I don't think works.
It's a
How does-
60-foot radius.
I understand that.
It
So-
affects a 60-foot radius.
So if you're 60 foot down, I think that
No,
works.
he's not.
So you're gonna be just touching the air?
I
No,
get-
I don't think that
He's
works.
touching the
I'm
castle.
touching the wall.
Or the wall.
I could be hanging on the side of the wall, sitting down like I'm drunk, passed out. To be honest with you.
So if he's attached
Can't concentrate there.
by my
Like this.
sling against the wall, touches him like this, and
Do
the
I-
hole is 20 feet that way.
Do I even have to be
So
up on the wall?
he's away from everything, so no one can see him. He's like this. 24 hours pass. 60-foot radius starting here
Dan hates it.
goes out. So it covers 20 feet up, 20 feet past the hole, 20 feet down the hole.
Okay.
Is it a radius or is it direction?
I will say this. I don't like this spell being used against hostile monsters that are close by.
But they don't know I'm there. It doesn't matter.
They don't know you're there when you start. But I don't think it's reasonable that you're going to be sitting there channeling a 24-hour spell, a full day spell, and they don't get any opportunity to try to protect themselves in any kind
How
of
would
way.
they know?
How would they know?
They wouldn't know without rolling. That's what I'm saying.
Not unless if they looked. I mean,
Now, you're pretty far away, though. So,
I mean, we could even be farther away.
How
from
high is the hole?
the hole
60
is
feet.
60 feet up in the air.
How large is the wall?
What are you talking about?
How high is the wall itself?
Let's say 80 feet. No, it'd be higher, 100 feet.
I thought you said the wall was 60 foot.
60, the whole 60 foot up.
Okay.
So where are you? Are you on the ground? Where are you?
That would have.
Are you hanging from chains? Where are you?
Regardless of right now, he's out of view. Okay.
I know. What my concern is, I think that there is going to be some kind of roll, a stealth probably, or an or acrobatics probably. I don't. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to picture exactly where Freyla is, and then I'm going to base my decision on that. Because it's not like you're just doing. Because the hollow spell, me reading it, right? It sounds like you're trying to prep an area and you're trying to protect. Like, let's say there's like a demon portal, for example, and you're trying to prevent demons from coming through the portal. So and you know they're coming. So you spend a whole day prepping this, and now they can't come. The problem is, this is an entire room with a demon army already in it, and you're trying to say that for a full day you're channeling the spell, and they have no chance to know anything. I don't think that's reasonable.
I don't think they would know.
Well, I think it depends on where you are.
As it reads, there's nothing that says it's a visible thing.
Yeah, it's not visible.
But you're close to it.
We looked in the opening and we saw them. One of them can just wander out and see Freyla going.
Like you would think occasionally they would look out the hole.
I would imagine so. And and that's what I'm trying to figure out. What DCs and what kind of rolls.
How about this? What's the roof look like of where this thing is?
There is no roof.
It's a wall.
So it's just a wall. What's the top of the wall?
It's a like you ever play Stronghold?
No.
Fuck, because it's a holes.
Does it have a walkway or is it just flat?
Yeah, it's a walkway.
Okay, so
All
people can patrol it or
Yes.
whatever. Yeah, okay. All right, you can hang out there.
Yeah. So he could go on top of the wall, because you said the wall is 100 feet up, 100 feet total.
100 feet total.
And the hole is 60 feet up.
So I can get it from there.
So he can literally sit on top of the walkway and put his hand there, completely out of sight, and no one would know.
So I'm going to do this.
And I can sit there with a bottle
I
in
like
my
this.
hand like I'm passed out.
I like this. You're far away from the hole, but you're still a corporeal being in close vicinity to an entire army of demons. So in your 24 hours, I'm going to give you.
But there's what I'm saying. If it's a walkway,
You're not getting this off without any rolls. You're just not. You're just not. There's a whole army there.
I'm just drink this real quick.
Yeah.
You're just not. It might be unreasonable.
No.
No.
Hey, what's rule number 1, guys?
I wish Joe was here right now.
Yeah, me too. We could definitely use him right now.
I'm gonna have you do 4 separate rolls of stealth with a DC of 8, a very low DC. If you pass all 4, this just happens and you close it. If you fail, they will be aware of your presence there on top of the wall.
Okay.
And regardless of what happens, that ends the session.
What is the DC? 8?
Your DC's 8. You need to pass 4 times. Stealth.
Do you have any inspirations or anything?
8.
Whew.
Okay. Pass.
18.
Pass.
12.
Pass.
Got it, boys. 20.
Pass.
We did it.
1200 XP. You close the hole in the wall. And we're getting the session there.
Hell yeah. Big time.
Good job.
Nice.
Welcome back to another episode of Power Word Nerd.